System diagnostic initiated. 0-point energy system online. Fractal mass compression engine online. Transphase sensor array online. Quantum stasis data transmission system online. Cognitive simulation matrix. Error, 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 error. Referee network unit 969 system log. It's a beautiful sunny day in Northern California. The birds twitter and chirp their little birdly noises. Perhaps off in the distance we hear the soft lap of waves against ocean. I got palm trees in NorCal? I don't know. I know they do in Southern California. We'll say they do. You know what? They probably shot this show in LA, except that it's animated, so they actually shot it in Korea. So they screwed it up. There's palm trees.
To do the research.
Yeah, no. The palm trees kind of sway and rustle a bit as their giant fronds frond about in the wind. Just the rough kind of papery sound that they tend to produce. And we find ourselves with our right headphone not working. That's cool. We find ourselves traveling down a street in a more, let's call it, affluent part of town. This would be a gated community if it weren't for the fact that everybody's properties are so damn big and the houses are so damn far apart. We're near the beach, and we are tracking. So actually, let me float a question to one Xandra Sinclair. So how would you be if you, let's say, hypothetically, you were going home? What would be your means of transport? How would you have gotten yourself from Firebrand Academy to a place your parents own, let's say?
Well, if it's something that I had planned but they didn't know about, I'd call an Uber.
Okay.
But if it's something that they know about, they would insist on calling a car.
Okay. So you're in an Uber.
Okay, great. Thank you for answering that question.
The trip over has been eventful. It's a bit of a drive from the school, all told. It's outside of town a bit, and the beach is on the other side of the town from Firebrand Academy. So you're looking at like at least a 40-minute drive to get all the way past and around and through the city. But it's okay. Your Uber driver, he's a good guy. He's a fun guy. He throws open the door and really, really wants to know who's ready to party.
I can't use dominate. I can't use
I really like a drink of water.
Does he offer us a bottle of water?
He has so many bottles of water. They're very complimentary. He's just he turns back and he's like got his microphone in hand. He's wearing a Vampire the Masquerade t-shirt. He's really, really excited about that game that got just shy of canceled, frankly. And, you know, he's really just jazzed about it. And he's like, yeah, I was ready to party. And he takes one of the bottles of water and just pitches it into the back seat. It explodes against the rear view, the rear windshield. Just all right, let's get this. Hell yeah, my man, you're ready to party. Let's go. Woo! And my dude like takes a microphone, tosses it into the back. The lights come on in the overhead. Like there's a swirl, a prismatic spray, if you will, of color and light as he hits the gas, Crazy Taxi style, and peels out from the front entrance of Firebrand Academy. What's the first song you sing, Artyom? You took the microphone.
He doesn't sing anything.
What?
He just selects a song.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Rise.
Oh. Your Uber driver in the front is like, Hell yeah, my man! And starts laying on the horn in time with the song.
Oh, good.
Nikita, the Russian, wanted to dance.
It's gonna be one of those nights where my stomach hurts from laughing.
So
Good,
he's not
yes.
he's not singing. He's just holding the microphone and fist pumping.
Every time, like you hit a stoplight, like the dude like stops the car and he starts pumping in like yeah.
Just punching the
that's your
ceiling,
trick-
probably putting a hole into the roof in the process.
Oh yeah, it's just we get an external view of the car in profile. It's just boop, 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 boop. The bass from this shakes the car as it travels down the street. We see the Uber pull up in front of this house, and it's just like the door opens, the song is still going. This has been the last 40 minutes of y'all's life.
There are mixes that will last that long.
I am aware.
Did we get energy drinks before we left?
Yes, Esme on
Did you?
caffeine is a very, very promising prospect.
Yes.
That is a question I leave wholly up to you, to whatever preparations the three of you might have made if, say, the idea was put forward that it would be very nice to spend a couple of days here during spring break times over at a certain Xandra Sinclair's parents' summer home. They've got a bit of a beach house. Just out there with a private chunk of California, all to their little lonesome. And yeah, what preparations would you make for that?
I do get Esme energy drinks.
Yes.
But there's a bunch of snacks, even though I know that if there wasn't anything they wanted to eat in the house, we could go and get it. Like DoorDash and Grubhub are a thing outside of Firebrand Academy, so
They probably actually got clearance for the
That's-
drones in this universe.
Yeah,
Oh
I can see
God. Yeah, actually. Well, except it's more of a you have to fight the driver for your food. It's door smash.
just hiding in the eaves, waiting for the pizza guy to show up. Just oh God.
Wait, so it's a private beach?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, because you probably bought her the snacks and the energy drinks, she probably felt really fucking bad about asking for a swimsuit, because she's never seen or been. So she borrowed her swimsuit from someone in the anime club. That was her preparation. It
Now I
doubles
have to
as,
sit back and
as
think.
floss. Actually. Yeah.
Oh my God, who's actually in the anime club? As I suddenly realize that she could even borrow a swimsuit from.
People can have swimsuits, no question. That's my
No, I'm just saying, like, the swimsuit you're wearing, you know, like the sort of swimsuit that like Dougie's gonna hand you is a little bit different than let's say something more that might fit you. But you know what? Best not to ask questions about these sorts of things. So okay.
It's anime. It happens.
So yes, so unless you loaded up on caffeine and taurine on your way out of the dorms, then all manner of snackitude and foodery awaits you. It is still relatively early in the day. You guys gotta. Well, actually, would you guys have gotten an early start of it? I know RTM probably wakes up with the friggin' sun, but
he screams at the sun from the small river.
That's yeah.
And he's
there
not
have been
very quiet
complaints.
getting up.
I was gonna say.
There were briefly complaints, and then people tried to do something about it, and it didn't end well for them. So, needless
never
to say,
sunk
they've simply
in.
begun to. Please avoid this area for your own safety.
I would have texted the secretary.
Okay. Is she normally at like one of your houses, or
No.
because she usually follows Dad around, right?
Yes, but that's the point. Stay away. I'm sure he's got better things to do. Give me 2 days. Like,
Let's see. You get
Notify the help.
thumbs up emoji.
That's the
Airplane
thing, isn't it?
emoji.
Listen, I'm talking to his people
okay.
instead of him, so.
Spaghetti emoji.
Yep. All right, she got it.
I think there's like a noodle emoji.
This
That's
is
the
very
response you
nice
get back.
hotel.
Not a hotel.
Man, this place. So yeah, it's he stops you at the gate at the front. And whereas a lot of places you would expect it to be like MS up on the door, no, it just says Sinclair across the gate. Like into the wrought iron of the fence. It's been expertly handcrafted. You can see through the gate that the lawn probably has about like a fleet of gardeners who are clearly taking care of it every single day. It is a pristine emerald shade of green. Again, the I almost said pine trees. That's not what I'm looking for. Palm trees. There we are. The palm trees that kind of line the driveway up to the actual house proper all look just unbelievably healthy and are probably taking up just unreasonable amounts of water to keep completely maintained. Northern California droughts and wildfires be damned.
They pay that tax gladly.
Yeah. Xandra, you like I suspect there's probably a code for the gate which you readily like punch in, and as the Uber takes you down the substantial paved driveway of this place, we can see in the distance what you're pulling up to has sorry, I'm getting a weird noise. My headset, like a clicking noise. What the hell is that?
I don't think that's from us.
Microphone? No, I think it's me. I think it's me. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. There we go. Apologies. Sounded like a ticking time bomb. It was very scary.
Wrong episode.
Wrong episode. Thank you. Yes.
Shit,
I was,
wrong
but
button.
I think
Hold on. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
I didn't put in the wrong code. I swear this just happened.
Oh my God. One way.
Self-destruct activated. No, sorry about that. As you're pulling down the driveway, there is a massive. It's one of those roundabout style driveways where it's like you go down. There's a little circle that goes like around a feature. Let's say there is a massive statue of your father. And a fountain around him, a relatively modest fountain for him. Nothing is coming out of like his mouth or groin. Thankfully, it's that tasteful.
I just imagine him like it's the classic St. George statue, but with his face on it.
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh God, I'm totally blanking
George
on
and
which
the
one
Dragon?
that is.
You never. Oh,
I might have, but I'm not placing it.
there's a classic. It's like
St.
there's
George
there's
statue.
paintings of
Oh. Yeah, him on the horse.
it. Yeah.
It would be pretty good. Okay, so it is. The thing is, so it's him on a horse, and the horse is rearing back, but instead of him with like a lance down at the dragon that he's slaying, that is like supine along the ground and belly up and going, it's just that fucking fist pose again. He's just rearing back on the horse, and he's just got his friggin' he's flexing. And along the base of the fountain, again in big letters, like embossed in like a bronze. It's just this time it's Maximum Sinclair. The whole name is down there at the bottom of it on like this big plate.
No one steals it.
Yeah.
You get you pull past and around the statue fountain thing. The house is enormous. It doesn't look like that classical like pillars and giant windows style mansion. This is some asshole who did some real like Frank Lloyd Wright shit of like I want something that's like retro modern. So it's a lot of
Deep architecture
90-degree
cuts.
angles. It's a lot of sorry.
Deep architecture cuts right now.
I don't know. It's a lot of like 90-degree angles. It looks like something that kind of fell out of the 70s. There's you can see that the windows to like the main like living room den area is like a floor to ceiling glass affair. The trying to think of how else to describe this fucking place. It's like just it's money as applied to like somebody who lives in LA. Like this is like some Hollywood shit. This isn't like you go inside and you're seeing, you know, Jeeves is in there. This is more like we're gonna go. It's the sort of place you would go to do a shitload of cocaine. It's like that kind of a house. It's like something you would see out of RoboCop.
Like you're not sure if the next turn might take you to the panda enclosure or not.
Yeah, it's that kind of a house. And it's wide and relatively flat. It doesn't go like up for floors and floors or anything. Like there's maybe a second floor, but for the most part, like they built outward.
No stairs. Disappointment.
Yeah, there's a small.
You ever try running on sand?
I've run in water, not in sand.
Usually there's sand under the water.
No, Russian streams only have rocks. Not much sand.
I think this will be a different kind of training.
Well, I have never seen a beach before, so this is interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I'm glad it's a private beach. I just imagine Artyom screaming in the ocean like he does in the river in the morning.
But louder because it's a bigger ocean.
Yes.
The three of you had planned to stay here for at least a couple of days, like 2 or 3 days. So, you know, you open up the back of the Uber, bags are pulled out, or I presume, I don't know, Esme, did you bring a change of clothes? Like, I assume you would have, but...
Probably only has uniforms, actually.
Yeah, right? So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, she's got, like, she's got a swimsuit now, and of course the hoodie that Sandra made her wear, because... I'm sorry.
When we get to the house, it's fine.
Yeah, as being Sandra, for your part, you have clothes. You have a room here, actually. You haven't... Actually, when was the last time you were at the beach house? It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while. I
like
normally
1
tend
year,
to
like...
stay away, so it'd probably be a year, maybe a year and a half.
Awesome.
Oh my God,
I wonder if any of that shit still fits then.
It should. I was only, 16 at the time?
Do you think there are going to be baby pictures in there?
No one's
Like
looking at
little
baby
Sandra
pictures. You want to see the
have
most
no idea.
unamused looking child, you're going to see my baby photos. I think I was born with these dark circles.
The Uber driver leans out of his window, the bass lightly rattling the windows on the front of your house, and the giant white double doors like have like these like slit windows on the top of them, and you can just see them going like as he kind of like leans out to the thum 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 noise of Artyom's chosen, we'll call it musical cacophony.
Hug bass.
He just leans his upper torso all the way out of the Uber as you guys are unloading, and just, yeah, all right, make sure you give me that 5-star review because you guys are party animals, man. Ow! Grabs another water bottle, like a trio of them in each of his fingers, and just flings them in your general direction.
I'm gonna dodge it.
Yeah, one of them slams into one of the palm trees. Another one falls well short of Esme. And Artyom's just goes doink doink, like right into his chest and bounces off.
So he's all collecting them now. That's free water!
The one that hit the tree exploded.
It is scarce in this state.
Yeah, all right. Gets back inside, rolls up the window, and peels out down back out onto the main road.
He does seem like a safe driver.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You Xandra, you go to put your key in the door, to open it up and proceed inside. Door's unlocked.
Okay. Oh no.
What is it?
Somebody's home. Then
What?
I open up the door.
Does it mean we gotta leave?
You open the door
No, I have
and
every right to
step
be
in,
here.
and the interior is as opulent, if not more so, than the exterior. It's the opening room of this place is this wonderful, again, it's much like in last episode, you're right, it was very what Xandra saw up on top of that school was very much what she has grown accustomed to. It's a lot of wonderful wood. There are rugs down on this hardwood floor that look like they cost more than your tuition.
Provided by Dogmine.
Like it's yes, we've got cake stains all over the place. It's just amazing.
He would.
Oh.
Use promo code embarrass one of your players to get 10% off of your next joke. I'm in trouble. Anyway,
Love
you for Xandra, it's kind of old hat to just be like, yeah, you can stuff your crap here. Like shoes come off and like it's just shoved into the little like the little wall closet of shoe places for stuff. Itself, again, it's not like this dirty, filthy closet. It's extremely clean, very organized. There's definitely like 3 people's worth of shoes in there in varying sizes. Maximum's quite large. Not Shaquille O'Neal large, but the man's got a big boot.
I'm so glad his shoe isn't the entire size of my torso.
Shaq's a big guy. You head out of that sort of that entryway into what essentially is like a living room den area, and it's this fucking gigantic open floor plan kind of thing where there's a huge white sofa. It's a big, like one of those big L-shaped sofas pointing towards a like suspended from the ceiling gigantic. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a sort of motherfucker that owns a curved TV, like curved, like LCD, like just enormous fucking television. You can't see the speakers because the surround sound system for this place is set into the walls. There is there's this really tasteful track lighting running along. There's no floor lamps in a place like this. There's a stairwell heading up to the second floor. It's got I've only got railing on one side, and I'm not like a proper set of stairs. I'm like it's metal with like the wooden slats on it, like very, very chic, very, again, like late 70s kind of styling. There's like the coffee table, if you could even call it that, marble, just in the middle of the room there, and off to the left a bit, as it kind of continues this open floor plan, you see this just gigantic, enormous, wonderful, it's equal parts sunroom and dining room. There's a humongous like oak table with these big like high-backed wooden chairs with what you could only assume are intricately hand-carved designs running down like the backs of them. At the head of the table, there's a slightly bigger, more ostentatious one that has like MS like on the over like the shoulder parts. The one place he decided to like put his initials on. Actually, it's not the one place. The sofa's also monogrammed in gold stitching on the back of the main
I don't want to
cushion.
talk about it.
Is your dad the president?
Might as well be.
You're lying. This is hotel.
No.
This is
Welcome
themed.
to.
This is themed hotel. I have seen pictures similar to this in many of the themed places where you can go to spend the night with Maximum.
Oh, that's right. They didn't feature this in any of his documentaries. No, this is Maximum's summer home.
You live here? No. The couch is white. You can't even sit on
It is
that.
not polite to try and pull joke on foreign person constantly. This is hotel. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I'm trying to think of a way to convince him otherwise. But it's really difficult because this place does look like a themed hotel. There's no concierge
It
desk.
does, and it's not helped by the fact that
Airbnb.
on as
Isn't that just the home?
as you kind of enter that little that central area, again, there's more of those like gigantic like floor to ceiling windows like pointing out the back. Right now, the curtains are kind of drawn on all of that, so it's not really letting in a lot of natural light through there. But that's all kind of blocked off. But whereas the dining area and one presumes the kitchen is off to the left, off to the right, like it's not hard to miss. There's no door, it's just kind of a big archway leading into a room. As you kind of glance in, you see a cabinet on the wall filled to bursting with what looks like some kind of memorabilia. Xandra, you know that this is your father's trophy room. Well, this is one of your father's trophy rooms.
See, they have examples of his achievements here. This is
Some of his personal trophies?
this is same as if you went to Disney World and got Mickey Mouse room.
There's a Mickey Mouse room?
Yes.
Inside the trophy room, as you glance in there, there is a much smaller, like a bust of him, like not a statue, but there's a bust of him in the middle of the room, on a one of the. It looks like it's like, hey, we got one of those Roman pillars, and then we put like it. This is a very classical like Greek statue, but it's just the bust and his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Again, always flexing.
See, who would make
Just
room like this if not for display?
Exactly.
Yes. So it is display for benefit of person visiting and staying in this
Oh.
fanciful hotel place.
Yeah, this must cost a lot of money. Are you sure it's okay for us to be here, Xandra?
I have a key.
Yeah, Airbnb, that's how they work. They have like a little Dropbox thing, and it's contactless delivery.
I normally come here when my parents aren't here.
It would be very strange for Maximum or your mother to stay here.
Well, families
Sometimes
go on
they live-
vacations
no,
together, right?
No, sometimes they live here.
Staying 2 weeks does not count as living someplace.
I'm aware, but staying for 2 years might.
You actually,
No.
everybody, give me a. Let's get some die rolls going. I would like an awareness check from everybody.
I do not have my rolling tray, but I know how to keep dice on my table.
Check. Talked.
What it all?
That is a fail.
I succeeded. Regular success.
I am gonna go grab my rolling tray though.
That is sensible and
chaos aids me.
Oh no.
Yes. We are chaos. Chaos is strong. it is a good pain. Anyway, and other quotes from Dawn of War. While RTM is getting caught up in the moment of kind of looking around, going like, yes, no, it's why else would this have newspaper clippings from like the time he won a spelling bee, you know, like on the wall? Like, why is it that thorough? Like every like minor from birth onward, it doesn't like Xander, you know that these are also like these are his side trophies. It's like, yeah, no, there's that one time that he went through undefeated against this heavyweight, blah blah blah, whatever. There's his boxing, like he's got boxing gloves hung up on the wall when he had like a boxing career for like 1 year and became the heavyweight champion of the world, and then like immediately retired because it wasn't challenging enough for him. You know, like that kind of shit. The shit that he figures is like, whatever.
I know where this is going.
All that shit's hung up on the wall. But Xandra, what you hear is the thunk, 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 thunk of what sounds like a knife on a cutting board.
Huh.
What do you do?
Someone's in the kitchen.
It is probably special personal chef for hotel.
You guys hungry?
I could always eat. Especially, yeah. What? You're not hungry?
When would I ever say that?
Okay, well, you looked at me weird. I said,
Let's go get some food. and see who's decided to stay here at the same time as me.
Go to the kitchen. Check it out.
You make your way in there, and there's my friggin' okay. My headphones are apparently dying. That's awesome. You knock it. No,
They heard it
stop
was
it.
the end of a season, and they're like, "Cool, I'm signing out."
No, don't, I need just give me a couple more hours, man. I need like 3 hours and change. Just be cool. The open kind of style floor plan like continues as you get past like that big kitchen table area. You see a enormous like bar style counter. Again, the countertop is like, is it marble? Is it quartz? It's a very expensive rock. Again, sitting on top of this gorgeous light hardwood. The wooden floor giving away to a stone tiling. The kitchen itself is just enormous. There's like this wonderfully gargantuan. It's a regular refrigerator. It looks like it's the size of a walk-in fridge. This thing is just fucking gigantic. They're rich because their sink has like one of those pasta arms on it, which I always take as a sign of affluence. Yeah, I know you know what a pasta arm is.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Yeah. There's the what do you call them? It's like a tiny closet on a wall. Cabinets. The cabinets that are holding all the silver. I couldn't remember what a cabinet was. Leave me alone.
I love you.
They're tiny closets on the wall. I got there. Fuck
They
off.
are.
Anyway, the cabinets are also themselves like this beautiful, gorgeous wood, and
Ooh,
the front of them
No.
Hold on.
glass. Holding on.
Ah, Brett! Jesus Christ!
Holding on.
See, look,
Holding on.
squint hard
Yeah, no, I got it right there. Brad just donated 100 direct.
for
Sweet,
tiny
merciful
closet.
Jesus
Is that
For a
crap.
tiny closet.
Because I think that would be a good reason. That is the only
The
acceptable
fuck,
reason.
Brad?
Thank you, Brad. Holy shit. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Aww.
That's
Thank you.
the tiny wall
Small
closet
food
for
buckets.
small food buckets. Yeah.
Tiny
Um,
wall closets for small food buckets.
You know what you did, Brad.
Yeah. And thank you for it.
If you don't, I'm really annoyed. I'm so sorry.
You're a
going through
goodie.
this weird
Uh,
memory loss time.
Check your finances if you don't know what happened.
If not, there's someone else in chat with a difficult name to read.
Account for all the time that you have lost in life. Make sure you haven't
Oh,
killed anyone
it was Brad.
in this void.
you okay over there, Gas? Okay. Anyway,
wall
there's
closets.
cabinetry. It's beautiful cabinetry. But as you're walking, and you kind of come around that corner, the thuk 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 noise gets a little bit louder. You see yourself, the humanoid shape of a human woman, who is in the kitchen, thucking away at some carrots. A moment,
that wrong.
I thought I had this. I thought I had
Fuck.
what she looked like pulled
Fuck.
up in my notes, but it looks like I didn't because I suck at this.
That's important.
T-H.
Shit. Sandra, do you remember what your mom looks like? Shit. Where
Yes.
the fuck are my notes on this? Feel free to describe her because I cannot find where the hell. I can't find my notes on
She's
her.
got
This is
light
killing
colored
me.
hair. Like
That I remember that for sure.
but it's pretty much just open to interpretation. That's all it's the only stipulation I gave you. I'm just waiting.
Okay. No, okay. You see a woman who clearly she definitely resembles your companion. She's got very similar features, but rather than that spiky black straight hair, hers is a much lighter, almost like a dirty blonde kind of color, and it's a bit wavier. But you can see as she turns away from her chopping for a second. Well, she turns away from it, but keeps doing it. She's just like looking at the three interlopers into her kitchen now as the knife's going shook closer and closer to her hand. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I just made myself really tense. You see those same, they're not quite as haggard as her daughter's eyes, but it's this woman is related to this child. and she's, gosh, what is she wearing right now? She is probably wearing a just a very light, kind of airy blue sundress. It's like a sky blue, and like along the hem, it's got little like flowers kind of decorate along the edges of it. You're pretty sure this thing like costs more than, well, certainly more than the Uber ride, and definitely more than everything you brought with you for the weekend. Uh, and she looks up, her makeup is very low key. She obviously put effort into it, but it's just like just kind of a light, like a light lip and a little bit of eyeshadow, but nothing too intense. And she looks up and it's just, oh, Xandra, does your mom have any nicknames for you that you know of? Or am I about to be evil and cruel?
You could be evil and cruel.
She kind of like chop, and she looks at the three of you, and her face lights up, and just she funks the knife into the cutting board, and Allie, sweetheart, oh, come here. And she comes around the edge and just gives you this gigantic hug. The two of you are at about the same height.
Hi, Mom.
And just gives you the biggest kiss on top of your head.
Oh, you rented this place out together then. It is very nice hotel. I see why you would want to share.
Allie, introduce me to your friends. Who are they? They seem.
You all have pretty moms. You guys suck.
And who are you two? Who? It's just.
This is Artyom. This is Esme. And this is my mom, Rosalie.
Hello.
We sleep with your daughter. In the room with her at school.
Okay. Wow. It's hey.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's wonderful to meet the two of you. You know, Allie, you haven't really told me much or called really at all since you got to Firebrand. So it's great to see you and some of your friends here. I'm just making some snacks for everyone. Please help. You know everything is, of course. So.
You didn't tell your mom about it?
Well, I figured she was probably really busy. You know how hard she works. I'm sure the two of you sleep with her apparently. So
You're welcome for that.
Yes, after having slept with her very many times, I know that she does not think about herself.
Yes,
you're making
my little
it
Allie
weird.
she's very
You're
selfless.
making it really weird, Mom. They're my roommates.
I'm glad you're getting along really well with your roommates.
We're on a team together. We all have separate bunks.
I'm seeing what happened here. And she kind of like
I know.
looks over at Esme. It's like, you played a little trick on me. I get it. You are just a cut up. I love it. Thank you so much. You're delightful.
Time out. We got another $100 donation from Wapul, I think is the handle.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna double check and make sure that that's a name in chat right now.
Oh, boy.
The hell?
Thank you so.
Where are these coming from?
I'll check the alert. Hold on. I'm not letting you get away with this. Hold on.
Yeah, no. It's fucking,
Yes, it is that.
It is?
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And
I
I'm
was
very
right.
glad that you enjoy it as well. It means a lot.
Thanks for the
yeah,
We're about to give you some real
Wonderful, thank you
entertaining
so
awkward
much.
exchanges with our friend's mom, so you're welcome.
yeah. Oh, honey, you could. I think I just dropped a $100 bill over there. If you could just pick that up for me, thank you, sweetie.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
We're trying to run a game here, damn it.
That's fine. Hey, they want to distract me from running this game by throwing $100 bills my way. Like, listen,
I'll pick her up. It's just like,
Anyway.
No. Hold on now.
Wait, no, fuck you. It
This
didn't
is-
happen again.
You did.
Wait.
Tipsy fishes now.
I can't see any of these notifications.
Tipsy.
So the chat knows. I can't see any of these notifications because the way things are set up.
Because Tipsy fishes didn't want to be left out. Tipsy threw in 100 as well. Because
Tipsy.
I'll throw my hat into the ring again for this.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Or I don't know, maybe it was 200 down over there. I don't know. There's money in the money bowl. Help yourself, sweetie.
Money in the money bowl.
Allie, tell me all about your friends here. You know, I haven't heard much about what you've been up to or how school's been going. You know, there was a lot on the news about some scariness, but it sounds like everything worked out. You're all here after all, and everything's okay. And she's like opening the refrigerator and pulling snacks and treats of various stripes out. Most of them are very healthy. Actually, it's mostly she's like pulling out like a vegetable plate is basically what she's building. A very fancy vegetable plate.
Xandra's face has gone more like very blank, but not angry blank. It's just slightly sad. Is it just like
Don't be sad because she's who?
I can't. It's
This is a
really
delight.
hard.
It just says Joe.
Joe.
Is that 200?
Jesus fuck nuts.
Where's this coming? Come
Do
on.
you all live in Sinclair Manor?
The fuck? Yes, Zed. The fuck?
Okay.
Apparently the walls and the floor need to be just plastered in case. Jesus, thank you.
Yeah, as your mom's she's manhandling a cucumber, let's say, and just swings a little too wide, and the money bowl goes clattering to the floor, and she goes, oh dear, there they go again. Just like rolls of $100 bills go like tumbling across the floor. Oh, well, we can pick those up later. Don't even worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, your friends. Tell me all about your friends as I try to steer this fucking shit back onto the fucking road.
See what I mean? That's what it does. As a GM, it fucks you up.
Has she
I'm
ever been
here
in
for
any
it.
of the magazines or anything that you've read?
Yeah, how much?
She's not nearly as famous. You know what she's famous for? Being Maximum Sinclair's wife.
Yep.
She is an extremely talented woman
Hold
who
on.
has her own.
Tipsy just did another 200.
Fucking what is? I'd like to take a moment to.
No, you can't strip not on this platform. You don't have to.
Hell, I can't. You can't stop me.
Is this what I'm supposed to do now?
This doesn't come off!
Kindness, I don't.
All right.
Tipsy.
I'm not going to tell anyone to stop. You do whatever you want to do. As Riley starts screaming about the TOS in the chat. It's fair.
Have you seen? Yeah, mom.
All right. You know, here's
Yes,
so here's what
she
I'll
is.
do.
She
Real
is.
quick.
She has been in background of few pictures before. I have seen her. So
I will take just a very quick moment to say, chat, you are wonderful. You are amazing. You are, in the best possible meaning of this word, flabbergasting. I am truly humbled, and who is that? Never mind.
Someone else just did it.
Yep, hey, fine. Yeah, who else? Who should we be thinking now?
Sorry.
Tasari next.
I've lost track.
Tasari this time.
Holy shit, Tasari.
Tasari.
Sorry, thank you. No, the fuck. Thank you. This is tremendously humbling, as I was saying. It's very this is so off the rails. I may have to like trim this down for the YouTube version of this. When it
Yeah.
goes out, because god damn.
There's a
this is so
solid
much.
spot where you can just like
Yeah,
just
like,
have a
it's
referee come up and do the explosion, but instead of confetti, you get dollar bills.
cash. Dollar bills. Pff, dollar bills.
Instead of
Make it
confetti,
rain.
it's just money.
I will be happy to talk about the bevy, the absolute fucking shit show of emotion I'm currently experiencing
You guys
once
are
I'm out of
fucking
GM mode,
insane.
either at the midpoint or at the end of the stream. But
All right, get to the midpoint.
We got this.
Get
we
to the
can do
midpoint.
this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fucking break us. No.
no,
We got
but
this.
I welcome you to try.
Yeah.
All right, 3 of you up there. You good? You ready to rock and roll on this shit?
I am pure Russian composure.
Fuck yes. So a Russian composer comes in. So Tchaikovsky. Comes in.
That explodes.
This whole fucking stream's got an obstruction detected. Let me tell you. All right. So yes, Rosalie Sinclair, she does have her own practice essentially. She once upon a time it would have been called alternative medicine. She would have been doing things like jamming acupuncture needles into people and lighting aroma candles. That shit actually works in this wonderful universe, and is like measurably, like you can put it on a chart and go like, oh yeah, they did X and it produced result Y. And as a result, she of her own volition has like earned a fair amount of the money that's kind of running around this place because extremely affluent people come to her to have their troubles taken care of. Many of them, in fact, champions like Maximum is. So as a result, within her community, certainly she is well known and very well regarded, but to the general public, she's Maximum Sinclair's wife. And she's chopping cucumbers.
It is very it is very nice to meet Mrs. Sinclair.
Do you want to see
It's,
a video of your daughter kicking the crap out of somebody?
We
my
do
God.
have
Have
that.
her phone?
Thunk. Yes, absolutely. Oh, she never sends me anything like this at all.
She violently
grabs the
punches this other classmate in the crotch very, very hard.
Yeah. And Esme scurries really close and pulls up the video from the arena and is like, here, look, and we got another angle too. I could send it to you if you give us your email, and I'll forward it from the other phone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she like is padding around like she's carrying a pen and paper on her, and runs over and on the wall there's one of those little like pull down rolls of paper, and like pulls it, tears it off, grabs a pen, like rapidly scribbles down her email address, and like slides it over to you while still like watching the video. She's doing that with one hand while she's watching the video with the other, and she's just beaming with pride. And like after a moment, there's the there's the part where she punches him in the groin. Oh,
It was crowning achievement of that. He deserved it.
Allie, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, second seat of student council. The thing.
So that's why everyone's here. You must be here to celebrate. I
We're
thought it was
here to
strange when so
relax.
many people showed up.
So many what?
People.
I've only brought 2.
A lot of friends.
No, there's more than 2, sweetheart.
You invited more people?
Did
There
you
are other
invite Dougie?
classmates here.
You should have invited Dougie. I thought it was really rude that you didn't, so it struck me as really strange. But if you really did invite Dougie, why'd you fuck with me? I thought. What?
Mom, who's here?
Not your boyfriend?
I thought you knew. I thought you set set everything up. Everyone said that you had planned a little get together here at the beach house.
No, I
And
just wanted to relax with my teammates for a few days, and
If I am to understand correctly, when you create a surprise party, you do it for someone else, not for yourself.
That's usually how that
Oh,
works. It's very
I'm-
hard to surprise yourself.
My confusion is warranted then.
Yeah.
Hey, the rear door of the house, essentially. It's like this giant sliding glass door like affair. Again, currently the curtain is kind of pulled in front of it. Imagine, if you will, it's like a door that's on like rollers, and the whole door is glass with like a giant vertical handle on it. Xandra would know that it's not like flimsy, thin, crappy glass. Like it's this enormous door, but it's on these really, really smooth rollers. Trundles open, and You hear the telltale flip flop of wet feet on tile as a soaking wet Dougie, his hair kind of down and plastered to his face, towel around his shoulders, comes flopping into your kitchen, kind of walks past this array of characters, and picks up a jug of orange juice that's like it's in like a decanter with like a cork stopper on the top. It's not like he's opening up the Sunny D. It's like been put into a really nice container, and he just like punks the top off of that thing and starts filling up a glass. Those weirdly are just solo cups. They're like the cheapest thing here.
Dougie.
Oh, hey, you're here.
Yeah, so are you.
Yeah, for the party. Remember the party? Glug, glug, glug.
I didn't set up a party.
No, you did. You did. The three of you said that you were gonna go, that you were coming here, and it was gonna, you're gonna have a little. You guys were gonna have a party, right?
It's not what R&R means.
I figured it meant rock and roll.
Reckless and rowdy?
Steve did ask us if we were ready to party.
Yeah, he did. Wait, was this your surprise?
What?
Are you surprising us with a cool party?
I was gonna bring you here to relax and have fun and see the ocean and okay, Dougie, how many people are here?
Well, I mean, well, I only I only told one person.
Who did you tell?
Who told Joey.
Oh, Dougie, why would you?
And he walks over to like the curtain and pulls it back, and the beach is chock a block with just kids, like teenagers, like 17, 18, 19-year-olds are just elbow to elbow out there. It's like this, it looks like the freshman class is out there, essentially. Like, there are so many people on this beach, and the beach that your father owns, it's substantial. It's well bigger than the house is.
That crudité board really would have covered everybody.
Your mom's been in here working hard for like ever. She's not allowed to have a pee break.
She's in there like a fucking new seaman on a fucking ship.
Yeah,
just cutting.
Yeah, you can see some kids have like set up a volleyball court, which is weird. You don't have a volleyball court in your private beach. You don't know where they got the equipment for it, but there's a net up and they're knocking the ball around. You see off to one side, closer to the rocks, a just fucking enormous sandcastle. And I don't mean like, oh, it's this really I have to get away from the chat. I can't see that. Sorry, Zed's being Zed in the chat. It's not like, oh hey, they built a really ornate sandcastle and it looks like the Magic Kingdom and it comes up to my chest. Like, no, it's like up to your friggin' like, well, not Artyom's nose, but like it's tall. It's like a child could go inside of this thing and like live there. Big, it's enormous. What else is going on? There are people out swimming in the pristine crystal waters that are lapping up onto Sinclair Beach. They're out there in inner tubes, like floating around. People are putting on what do you call it? The goo that keeps the sun from killing you.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Sunblock, whichever you like. They're out there blocking the sun. There's people definitely making out, like staring at one another and being weird, horny teenagers. It is, and there's music. There are people dancing to the music. There's a beach ball.
See? It is hotel! It's more like a resort, now that I think about it.
No, I get enough of them on a daily basis. I wouldn't No. No, as Andrew walks away.
Oh, but...
To where?
Your room?
Yes,
I
can do that.
Oh, Allie was. I guess we'll talk later, sweetheart. Oh.
It is okay. The stresses of being student council second seat are very, very high.
She's very hard on herself, you know. She pushes herself so much.
Yes, we try to help her with being hard.
I'm not sure if you're playing a trick on me again, but I think you might be. A little fun joke for mom here. Listen, you two, is she fitting in okay? You know, she doesn't really have many friends, and
There was an entire...
you're the first two she's ever brought home, and
No, there was recently there was a parade in her honor.
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
A parade?
So I'll let you in on a secret. If you were to open that window right now, the door, like it's a really big window. Oh my god, it's so big, it's all glass.
I know
Is it
what
a window?
you're
Is it a
doing.
door? I don't know. And scream,
Yeah, part of it
"Pizza
doesn't open.
Sinclair."
You
No, just
slide it.
pizza. Just pizza.
Yeah, just say pizza and see what they respond with.
And she shrugs, walks over, and slides it open, and Dougie just kind of like slides past her out the door first. She's like, I don't want to be a part of this. And she goes, pizza? Sinclair! Oh my, what just happened?
She's very popular.
Should we? I can order pizzas. I can make pizzas happen. Let's make some pizza happen.
Making it any better. You're making it worse.
So I'm curious. Xandra
Friendship.
just departed. One presumes for her room, which would be up the stairs. She's up on the second floor somewhere.
You would be.
What's her room like? What's her very expensive room like?
From when she was younger. Yes! Tell us!
There's a 4-posted queen-size bed.
That's Queen Sinclair.
Yeah.
Lines up.
Size Queen Sinclair. Yep. And there's no ceiling for me to hit my head on when someone accidentally wakes me up super violently in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually very empty.
What color? What color's the walls?
White.
What are the sheets?
White.
White.
Oh my god, is this a hospital room?
No, there's gray carpet.
Are you?
I
I was
have
about to ask, are you a
rundown.
prisoner here? But
Yeah.
No,
Blink twice if you need to leave.
There's not a lot of. There's marks where it looks like there was tape on the walls, but things have been ripped off the walls. So there's just the torn paint on the walls that Xandra never bothered to fix. There are shelves where probably things were. Like, there's just empty shelves on the wall.
She fucking cleaned this place out before she left?
Oh, cleaned out long before that.
Aha.
oh my god.
But there's, she still has a bunch of clothes. There's an armoire. There's a vanity. There's a walk-in closet. My own bathroom over there. It has a really nice bathtub. You'd really like it. And
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's freestanding. It's got the fucking spinny jetty things. It's one of those like the bathtubs in the middle of the room kind of bathtubs.
there is a poster if you were to close the door, and it looks like the human anatomy poster, but it looks like it's really old, like from an old textbook, maybe 30 or 40 years ago that I used to learn where pressure points were.
Normally there's like a naked lady hidden, but you know what? That's you do you.
I mean, she's kind of naked in that she has no skin.
Real naked.
There ain't no
She's extra naked.
skin. Sometimes you can see nerves. It's yes. What you don't need to know is that most of the shit that used to be here is shoved in boxes under the bed. So
Oh, honey. All right, so you head up to your room. What do you do?
probably immediately sit down at the desk and just thunk my head down on top of it and just breathe. There are so many people in a time where I thought I was going to be relaxing.
Oh. So, Artyom and Esme, what's your next move?
Run to the
As-
beach. Because as soon as the door opens, he's never seen a beach before. So he's
It
kind of
is-
like...
it's the
Wide-eyed.
sand is like, yeah, it's not like white sand, but like it is pristine, it is clean, it is great looking. The animation budget makes it glint like it's that fucking like it's the
Ah.
fucking sliding sequence from
Sweet OVA
Journey. If
budget.
you've ever played that game, it's just it's these little like it's like somebody vomited glitter around. And again, like the waves are nice but gentle. The water very clear and crisp and open. The sun is beating down just enough, and the water looks so unreasonably inviting. Just this wonderful mixture of blue and white, lapping at the, just inviting you as if to say, Artyom, water can be warm and good, and yes.
He walks slowly out to the water. Just kind of walking over people. If they're in the way, just kind of stepping over them, dropping sand all over them. Like not really responding if anybody yells at him.
Yeah, like there's definitely somebody like is burying a fellow teammate in sand and doing that whole situation, and you just kind of like plow through, like it's not even a thing. We just see you walk effortlessly through the lump of sand, and they're just like, "Whoa, ooh, Artyom." A beach ball kind of goes like bouncing by, like directly lands in front of you. You don't even blink or look at it. But chasing after it, we see one moment while I call up a name. I should have these sorts of things in front of me. We see shit. There it is. Vicky is she's kind of got her hair pulled back. Normally it's this like twin braided thing, but she's then pulled that further back into like a single ponytail, joining them in the back. And she's wearing a like a we'll call it a light yellow one piece, as she's just kind of like running after this ball, like like it's, and she like stops and kind of sees you for a second and just, oh hey Artyom, and then keeps chasing after the ball.
Hey. You just keep
as you make
walking.
your way down to the water.
And unimpeded, he will walk halfway, like up to his waist in the surf.
Oh, it's great. It's just, it's delightfully foamy, as surf will oft be. There's no hard gravel here. Like the sand kind of gives away to worn down rocks underneath, and the water, it's chill at first, but like Artyom's used to Siberia, so this is like the sun is beating down. It's a hot day. It's at least in the 90s, like it's in the mid 90s or higher. Like it's sweltering out there, so the water just instantly feels like this wonderful cool drink for your tootsies as you step forward into it. And like all of the heat of the day kind of just drains away out of you as you sink yourself into Mother Earth's delightful concoction of coolness.
And just stand there to absorb it. That's it.
Esme, how about you?
He's simple.
Oh. He is a simple boy with simple pleasures, and I respect that, honestly. But Esme, as Artyom is zombieing his way down the beach, what do you do?
She looks like and she looks over her shoulder back at Xander's mom, and she's still holding her backpack, her bug out bag that she's had for forever because it fits everything.
Xander's mom is on the phone, like making pizza happen, but just kind of like does the like, oh, ow! She punches her microphone. It hurts a lot.
It's officially a show.
Yeah.
You can put that down wherever you like. It's fine. You can just leave it wherever. It's no big deal.
Xander's
400 pizzas. Anyway, yeah, and so yeah, she says that to you,
and she just like, okay, I'll find it, and she starts wandering the hall with her backpack to try and Marco. God, I think I hear myself echo.
You definitely hear yourself echo.
Yeah, like when the doors open, it's a cacophony from outside, but when that little sliding door with this giant sliding glass door like closes, nothing.
Oh, it's
You hear
probably got that
nothing.
like sound. What
Yeah.
it...
Yep, they go thoop. It's like a vacuum sealed tube just going thoop, and like you hear nothing of what's going on. You see all of it because now the curtains are open, but you don't hear any of it, and the house is quiet.
Man, I want to casually order 400 pizzas.
You're right. Everybody's dreaming about 400 pizzas in like a bathtub, laying in the bathtub with like pizza.
I haven't eaten dinner.
Neither have I. I've made a terrible mistake.
Is
Chad, I'm having pizza tonight. FYI.
Goes up to a door. Everyone. Marco! Goes to another door.
Let's see.
Marco!
So you just make your way through the house doing this.
She asked where Sandra's room was with pizza. She's just with her backpack trying to find.
Okay. You get 3 doors in. And as you tap on one of them, it just kind of swings open.
No, it's me, the gremlin. Let's go.
And oh god, what does Maximum Sinclair's bedroom look like? There goes my freaking. No, please stop, please. Whatever noise you're making, please stop making it. My microphone's dying. I don't know what's going on. There we go. There is a 4-post bed. You know what? It's my universe. I get to the posts on the bed, normally they're like ornate, cool carved wood things. This is more like Atlas holding up the bed. There's like these like muscular dudes like holding up the corners of like the 2 front corners of the bed. The sheets are like a bright fire engine shade of red, as matches the pillowcase. There's a slightly open sliding door into a walk-in closet that looks like it's bigger than your dorm room. All you can see in there is just finely tailored, expensive suits that he mistreats. Definitely. And shoes of varying types of snakeskin boots on the floor there. There's like an armoire. He's got a much smaller version of his altar downstairs that has yet more awards and trophies on it.
Altar. I'm okay.
Anything more than that you would need. And the flooring in here, like unlike Xandra's room, like again, there's no carpet in here. He's got a it's hardwood. There's a giant tiger rug between like it's enormous, and it's weird because it's bigger than a tiger should be. It's huge. Tigers aren't that big. Why is it so big? Is it real? It's hard to know. Anything else you want to see, you have to first step into the room to observe.
Ooh. No, don't touch him, don't touch him. And she's just talking to herself and slowly just gonna
give me a resolve check at a -20.
Oh no! Normally it would
make resolve test to resist gremlin. Nope.
She turns and she's don't touch him. Oh, but that's such a big tiger! And she just slides into the door and is like,
you slide in, bag in tow,
pulls it through,
and yeah, it's huge. It's soft. It's a very plush giant tiger. You notice now that you're up closer next to the bedposts, these aren't just like weird random Atlas dudes. They're him. It's him. They're tiny statues of him holding up the corners of his bed.
are they fully sculpted?
They're not naked.
Oh,
wow. He's artfully there's a cloth artfully draped artfully draped like across where his genitals would be.
How are the folds?
They are just glistening. They're clearly polished every single day to a mirror shine.
Are we at like broadcloth or saran wrap on the whole like
Is it wet? Is it dry? Wet or dry? Ow, this is why she's leaving us.
Yeah, and I'm never coming back, baby. All right, the top of the bed, like what they're supporting is also sort of a Greek style, like on the front of Greek temples and stuff, you would see like these I want to say fresco, but that's the wrong word. Those carvings of like scenes of images out of like mythology and legend and whatever.
And embossed.
But yeah, it's like these embossed scenes. They're not painted on, they're like carved into the wood up there. And it's just, you squint at it and it's like him, and he's like, it's him fighting back against like this cavalcade, this mass of people that you could only assume were foes that he's dispatched over the years, just piled on top of each other, and then it's just him very mightily delivering like a punch that's like knocking all of them back as they charge at him.
Esme takes her cell phone out for a second, and
as you look past it, though, you notice that the ceiling is painted, and it's the fucking Sistine Chapel like Birth of Man painting. But it's him. And he is both God and man. His little finger reaching out to his own finger.
And sends it into the group chat. She's still staring, and I don't know if I found faith or if I'm lost. Someone find me. I'm at the front register.
As you hit the... As you hit the little button that makes the camera, like, a door opens, and it's the bathroom door, and a naked Maximum Sinclair is standing there, and he blinks. Oh god, you're that weird kid that hangs out with my kid. And we cut back to Xandra.
Naked.
Xandra, you're in your room. It's quiet. There's nothing here. Your bag is kind of you slumped on the desk. The bag slumped on the floor. Your phone sitting on the desk next to you. You get a text. What do you do?
I grab a couple of needles from inside my shirt and I apply them to my own neck, like just trying to relax. I'm giving myself acupuncture.
You're trying to kill yourself.
No.
Or apply them to the phone and just...
Yeah. No, it's just like this was like, all right, well, she's done this a million times in the past, and it's just to relax. So she's got like a couple of needles sticking out of her neck. She's got a couple on her forehead, just like... And she grabs...
Roll medicine. Roll medicine, please. I very much need you to... standard difficulty. I just need you to roll some medicine for me.
I didn't catch that one.
That is a critical success, actually. I rolled an 11.
Oh my god.
That's a big message.
There was a message? Oh. Someone donated something?
Yes, it was 25 from First Friday Funk, and I want to read the message.
Oh.
So keep going with the scene thing.
Okay.
I'll keep going with the scene. Thank you so much. All right. You we see the and you just kind of like your eyes like snap open and look at it, and you just jabbing in the needles one after another, and you get that last one in. It's just like thunk into the middle of your head. And in the anime version of this, what we see is as soon as that other one goes in, the room like melts away instantaneously, just like zwoomph. And Xandra's just on that beach. And we hear the lapping of the waves coming in and out. We hear like very soft like luau music. And she's floating down into like a lounge chair, and there's like a little coconut with a straw and a umbrella sitting. Like it just lowers into her hand, and you just feel peace and serenity and calm.
And then I go to look at my phone.
Esme's in your father's room.
If the anime version of that scene just starts cracking like a mirror. As Xandra then, without paying attention to what she's doing, just rips them back out of her skin and is just like, fuck, and goes off to go find Esme. So there's like a little rivulet of blood going down her forehead because she just like scratched it and just...
Yeah, that's what happens when you violently tear out acupuncture.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah, you burst out of the door and like make a right down the hallway. You know exactly where this room is. And in like an instant, Esme behind you, boom, as your friend crashes into the door. Xandra in front of you, it's Esme. She's got her phone out. She's kind of half pointed at the ceiling. The rest of her is looking at your dad, who has like his towel is covered. Like in the TV version of this, like we just see that the towel is covering the business.
Is there a poorly drawn bush just kind of statically in the image that's obviously on a separate plate?
No, it's steam.
It's steam.
It's steam.
Steam.
From the shower.
That isn't running.
No. I grab Esme and I just drag her out of the room or attempt to.
I mean, unless Esme fights it, yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of the resistance of like a soggy cat. It's awkward, but she's going along. Is that why Artyom had all the posters? She's like,
I don't want to think about it. Please stop talking about my naked father. And I just keep walking. I'm going out towards the beach because right now I'd rather be out in a crowd of 400 people.
Has the pizza arrived?
They have not as yet, okay. But I was about to hop back out to the beach real quick to see what was up. Artyom we cut back out to, like, as this awful, like, nightmare scenario is happening inside the house, we cut back outside, and Artyom just has this relaxed, like, this is a man soaking in joy. And he's sort of, we get kind of a wide shot of him, and, like, there's people kind of, like, swimming past him. There's a Marco Polo game happening. People, like, there's some splashing of water. At one point, there's someone like pops up out of the water, like just their torso just swoops up out of the water, and they're holding a flopping fish in their mouth. and they kind of like look at Artyom and like cock their head to the side, Artyom not regarding them in the slightest. And then like a dolphin, they go back under the like up and back under the waves. And then as the camera's like slowly pushing in on Artyom until it eventually comes to rest on him as he's just sitting there happy.
This is nice. It's different, but nice.
You! Muscle guy, I remember you. Yes, haha, it is I. The great CK. Remember? Your rival? You hear from the beach.
Huh? He turns around.
Today is the day you die! Fool! And you see Casey King with his his hair, which is his Wesker hair, because I can say that. His blonde Wesker hair slicked back. Fuck. He's wearing brown trunks that are like baggy and hit just above the knee. And he's clearly started to sunburn a bit. He's got like the white streak of like down the front of his nose, but like his shoulders are like nuclear glowing because he's so friggin' pale. Yeah, maybe I couldn't get to you on school grounds, but out here in the real world, there's no rules. Russian guy.
He turns back. He starts walking towards the beach. Now, he didn't take off his shoes or his pants, so he's still wearing the blue camo pants and his boots. Walks right out of the surf, right up to CK.
looks down. You wish to challenge me to a fight to the death?
Well, I mean, maybe not necessarily to the death, like, but I mean, it's the principle of the thing.
There is no principle here, as you said. This is not school.
He seems to be searching for words as Eliza, who is wearing. She's wearing like a dark red two-piece. Like as a shadow kind of falls over him from the other direction as she kind of stands up behind him with her arms folded, and he goes, "Haha! Yes, that's right! Ha! I have a bodyguard."
And he just literally hand palms CK's face.
Hey,
we have time for muscle date now.
And Eliza, she doesn't. She's not quite as tall as you are, so she's still looking up slightly, but just kind of gets this like evil fucking grin and this almost like hazy purple aura of death, the Satsui no Hado like fucking radiating off of her a little bit.
Nerd.
When you hear another voice nearby, actually from down below on the ground, it comes the smooth tones of their third teammate. Oh, sorry. CK got kind of excited. I think he's got heat stroke. It's you really shouldn't pay him any mind as you glance over. And Will, who apparently is doing the whole like, hey, bury me in the sand thing, pulls his hands up out of it and stands up. And you see now, largely bereft of his usual kind of like loose, baggy clothing that he tends to wear. A reminder, since we haven't seen Will in a while, he's got dark brown skin. He's got very kind of short, buzzed hair. He's wearing entirely too many beaded bracelets on both arms. And in this case, like just a necklace with kind of a which is a very simple pendant, like hanging from it, like a silver pendant. And he's just absolutely chiseled. It looks like someone took like a block of obsidian and said, "I will make boy with this," and proceeded to laser out like a perfect six-pack of abs, like the sweat like sliding down his jaw, giving it a shine that you've never noticed before, as he flashes these beautiful white teeth, and this perfect kind of just smile, like, yeah, sorry about him. Whew, he's just CK's kind of an idiot, but we love him just the same. I'm your rival. I will destroy you. Nobody fucks with Casey King.
No one
Casey's
does.
not
He turns back.
Oh, wait.
Will kind of just like puts a hand on Eliza's arm. It's like, we're here to have fun today, right? We're here to just like relax and be chill and
Muscle dates would be very fun.
And to not get expelled from the school because we were fighting off of rounds and getting into death matches. I really don't think that's Eliza, why don't you go like punch some of the nice rocks that are over there? I know how happy that makes you. And she kind of and kind of walks away.
Would you possibly like muscle date?
Jesus, RTM, buy me a drink first. As he kind of like wipes the sweat off the back of his neck and gives you this very wry smile.
I was told we are not allowed to buy alcohol here.
It's a joke, RTM. I thought you were a bit forward in your proposition, but I'd love to get to know one another first, honestly, if we're going to go on a muscle date together. Which does sound lovely, I will say.
Yes. It does. I know many holds.
Tell me more. Back in the house. So you've pulled Esme back down the stairs, just
That's why he's sculpted everywhere. I think if I
Stop
look like
talking
that
about
too,
him.
I might actually.
Stop talking
Is that
about
why
him.
I'm not
Stop.
allowed to wear boxers? Because I don't
Stop.
look like that.
Stop talking about him,
Just, like,
please.
patting the slingshot like swimsuit she has on, and suddenly just pulling the hoodie a little closer. Maybe I shouldn't wear that.
No, you're fine. It's fine. It's everything. You don't have to wear the
Everything was
sweatshirt. We're gonna go
so-
outside. No,
but it was
please
so-
stop talking about my naked father.
Allie, is everything okay in there?
Fine.
As your mom comes around the corner.
and I
Your
keep
mom
walking
said-
right past it.
Oh, okay, I've got pizza on the way.
Why would you order pizza?
Well, your friend, Artyom, I think his name was, the nice Russian boy. He said that you really liked pizza, and everybody else seemed really excited about the idea. So, you don't, sweetheart. What's wrong?
There's sparks jutting out from Xandra with every twitch of her eye. In this anime, there's like the stupid hairs that are just sticking out of her head in various directions. I'm gonna go back to school. And I just walk out the door.
You step out the front door. Esme, what do you do? Actually, as this goes down, as your friend heads for the front door.
As Xandra's starting to like pivot and go, Esme's gonna try and like grab her and spin her towards the back door where the glass is. No, come on, everybody's out there. It'll be fun.
Everybody's out there. He's here. I'm going back to the school where apparently the only place I can be somewhat safe.
I don't know if you could use that word there anymore. Do I need to recall your memory back to like the chloroform and like my childhood trauma? I really would like to enjoy a beach. I've never been to a beach, Sandra. Come on. Wait. I know it'll make you feel better. And she's trying. She's like putting her arms behind her into the bag and unzipping the backpack, and she's just like grabbing something from behind it. I got you a thing and it matched your shirt. To be fair, I thought the bedroom was your bedroom because it was that red that you wear, and I was gonna give it to you then, but
Wait. You thought I had that ostentatious of a
Well,
rug
no,
as my
the
bedroom?
tiger was, I didn't think you had the tiger, but the red is the color you wear, so you know I had to go in to double check.
Xandra actually just starts chuckling.
The two of you give me an awareness check. Standard difficulty.
Okay, I was about to be like, oh, is this that?
No, it's standard.
Oh, I fail.
Crit fail.
Crit fail? Okay.
How do I do the thing? I don't. Dan's just like, I don't know where to.
Where does it go?
Live your life. Go to wherever you want.
Oh. That's nice.
Sorry, did I miss something?
Thinking of ways to and where to put the pin.
Oh.
That's all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I misheard something.
No awareness.
No, there's no awareness. I failed. She.
No. Oh, sorry. I got caught up in the scene too. Yeah, don't worry about that roll.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I've made a note.
Like the only time I went swimming was with like
Fine.
an agent in like a Marriott hotel, and that's the only reason why I know how to swim. So like, but I don't want to go out there without you.
If I take you to swim in the ocean for a little while, then can we leave? I don't want to be here when everyone starts chanting, and I definitely don't want to be back upstairs now.
Okay, so fair. Let's avoid your naked dad by going out there where your dad can't be naked.
Stop talking about him being.
I'm sorry, I can't see it. And she, like, brings you a little bit closer. She's just like, so naked. So naked. So,
Thank you.
Let's go. I'm sure Artyom has found the water and is screaming into it. Let's
it'll be fun.
never talk about that again, please. Yeah, I'm a little while longer, and then we're going back to the school, okay?
Artyom, what are you demonstrating to Will? You know many holds. And who are you demonstrating it with?
So
you may pick any NPC you wish.
Artyom didn't 100% understand Will's return of interest, so he thought he literally meant showing wrestling holds. So he was like, "Oh, let me show you some of my favorites," and just grabbed CK and
oh god,
this is it.
Unhand me, you heathen, you brute!
This is called an STO, and he just throws him into the fucking cross-face ground grapple. It's in the opening. He's just putting him into different submission holds.
And Will just kind of like as you take him down to the friggin' sand, it boofs up everywhere. And as you're doing this, and CK's like, ah! Ah! I give! And Will's just kind of like crouched down on his knees, just like not really looking at the hold so much as just kind of clearly staring at RTM going, oh, yeah, very interesting, yes.
This one is also a favorite, sharpshooter. And he turns him over, grabs him by the legs, leans back.
And as Esme and Xandra like open the door to the beach, you see RTM has got CK and a sharpshooter, and CK is just screaming bloody murder.
Is that not worth it?
It's pretty good, actually. Alright, let's do... Oh god, you probably should not mention this to RT... Oh god, nope.
Do I still have to wear a hoodie? It's hot.
No, you can take it off. We're going on the beach.
She just like throws it and just starts running over towards to rejoin RTO.
By this time, he's dropped him. He's now picked him up. He says, "This is another favorite. He's called Lion Tamer." And he leans. He's got him by the legs in his arms. His knee is in his back. He's peeling him back. And as soon as they arrive, he throws his hands up, but he didn't properly release, so he just kind of throws CK in the process. The size that you told me he is, I feel like it would be an easy like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. CK's voice goes from to as he flies past your two compatriots.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
Are you?
Not really.
Hey, I'm
Will,
really bad
if
with
you're looking for the
names.
name.
Will?
It's okay.
No, I'm in character.
Yeah.
Will
Xandra
say
in character was just like, I don't...
Oh, right, gotcha.
Yeah, apparently I'm one of your rivals. Hi again.
Hi.
You're
666 or 000, because apparently now I have lots.
That's true. You're a big man on campus now, huh? Though everybody's kind of a buzz about, Pizza Sinclair and the amazing things she can do.
I really hate that they call me Pizza Sinclair, actually.
Sorry, it's a bit of a habit.
It just means you have to make a new legend for yourself.
Well, that's what I planned on doing by going to the school.
That is exciting.
It just means we need a new nickname for you. How about Stabbing Sinclair?
I don't stab people.
Stabbing Sinclair's good.
You do stab.
You just have to go and stab someone now. Claim your name.
I'm not going to go around stabbing
I don't volunteer.
I'm not going around stabbing people. I have needles. They're used for healing or shutting off gates. That's not stabbing.
Snooze me, Sinclair! Come on, a stab here and there won't kill.
Yes, it will.
As we just stops and stares into the beautiful blue sky and disassociates for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if those pizzas are here. You want RTM if
I will join you for pizzas.
All right, that's great.
I'm going to help you with pizzas.
Oh.
As the two of you are going. Speaking of, as the two of them are going into the building.
Oh fuck.
RTM, give me an awareness check.
Oh no.
Actually, and do this at a -10.
You got the distracting butt in front of you.
Oh, it's so good, dude. His pants are, his shorts are so tight.
Yep, that's a pass.
You managed to stop short of slamming into. Well, I guess you wouldn't slam like chest first to maximum. He's actually shorter than you, which is so weird to think about. But only slightly, because he's 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there. So he's only slightly. So you'd be bonking into his face. Slamming face first into Maximum Sinclair as he's coming out the door the other way.
Oh.
Oh. Hey. Artyom, right?
Yes, Maximum. Yes.
Yeah, I remember you. You, my kid's friend. Yeah, from the school. Hey, good to see you at the party here today.
Yes, it is good to see you here at party as well.
Yeah, you know, I it's subtle, but you know I live here, right? Because like this the he does the pose like that he's doing on the statue up front. Is it to be like, you know, get it?
Oh,
I have to ask. Is he wearing pants?
He is wearing an extremely tight Speedo. He's clearly here to swim and do beach
it's the
things.
Beach Hercules costume.
Smite. It's been a good party. It's been a good party.
Well, it was nice having her while we had her. Jesus. I lost my place.
He's doing the.
He's doing the pose.
He was flexing. Yeah. So, you two kids having a good. He like kind of glances at Will, glances at you. So you two kids having a good time at the Good Time House?
I was going to see if there was maybe something to drink with pizza, maybe margarita shooters or something.
Well, let's. You talk to me later. We might be able to get into the old personal reserve. Not that I would ever give alcohol to a minor. Not that I would ever. No. Shh. As he winks, and it makes a glinting noise.
I will be sure to find you later, once pizza has arrived.
Fantastic, great talking to you, kid. He like slaps you on the shoulder. And yeah, like for Artyom, it actually is like, oh god, which is an unusual sensation for Artyom.
Yeah.
The two of you proceed inside, as Mr. Sinclair comes out to the beach and kind of like slaps his hands together and then shouts out, addressing the entire beach. All right, who's ready to party, huh?
Xandra, who had just been in the process of taking off her shirt for her swimsuit to join Esme in the ocean, just freezes.
Don't drown yourself. Don't drown yourself. Don't drown yourself. Don't drown yourself.
Inside the house, a small cavalcade of dudes in pizza delivery uniforms are bringing in boxes upon boxes of pizza of varying delights. as Xander's mom is just kind of directing them over to the. Oh yeah, just put those over there. Put those wherever. Like, yeah, the counter's fine. Is oh, not the sofa. Ooh, not there, please. Thank you. Mm. Oh, hi. Yes. Hey, the pizza's here. You know, Pizza Sinclair. I don't really know what that's about, but everybody seems really excited about it, and I'm just really excited for Xander. Yeah, so we call her Allie. Really excited for Allie is all. But help yourself.
Yes, he grabs up a box. It's
just grabs the whole box.
Yeah. Thank you. What are you having, Will?
I'll have what you're having.
Grabs a second box, puts it on top.
Okay, I'm fine.
I'm not. Cake is not.
Pizza in hand, where are you headed now?
Unless given another direction, he would just go right back out to the beach,
Yeah.
probably.
Sandy.
Makes
pizza.
sense. That's sensible. Yeah.
Live your life.
Meanwhile, out on the beach, your Xander, your father, is playing up his celebrity status. There are students fawning over his graceful physique. He's giving the occasional demonstration of his strength. Like at one point, he's like, "Check this out!" and like he like deadlifts like 7 freshmen at once, like just like just everybody is paying attention to him. Everybody's cooing over him. Every so often he says something, and the whole crowd, yay! And it's loud and it's awful.
But,
and the two of you are out in the water.
But Sandra, isn't that great though? So, like now that everyone's distracted, now it's like there's nobody here. Weaponize your father.
Except that again, it's just ah,
so it's kind of like no one's here. Sorry. When you go underwater, you can't tell.
If I go underwater, would you help me stay there?
One of the girls is in the process of trying to take her top off. Dougie comes over and is like, no, 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 no. You're a minor. Stop, stop. And it's about that time that over walks Montgomery. Montgomery has a big floppy hat on, not unlike I do, and is wearing sunglasses. He's got a Hawaiian shirt of his own that is open. He's wearing that over. Oh, he's wearing jorts. Why not? It makes me happy. I want to see him in jorts. And he kind of like walks out a little bit of the ways into the water. Nice house, he says, addressing the two of you.
Xandra's only her eyes are up out of the water, and then there's just bubbles as she goes underneath.
Is the water like really only up to my hip, but you're like somehow on your knees?
I'm literally sitting there.
Yep.
And then I just sink into the water as Monty speaks.
And just occasionally like lulls you back up out of the water. I let you sit there for like a minute, right? But not anything beyond that. I'll give you that though.
Once the bubbles get slower.
She waits. Like, give her 1 minute. Just one though.
Yeah, no,
I don't
sure.
know beyond that is. Oh, okay. Pull back out.
Yeah, he gets like this, you know, a crowd. It turns him on, and I wish I meant that in more of a euphemistic sort of way. It's really unpleasant.
I am very aware.
You should have seen him at Cannes. Whew. So yes, the film festival, France. Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't know that, at least.
Yeah, normally I would be all like cats in the cradle about that stuff, but believe me, you didn't. And Montgomery just kind of like looks over at Maximum with this disdain as a whole bunch of people are like lifting Maximum up into the air, and he's going like woo! As they're like throwing him up in the air. Yeah, you didn't miss much.
To think at one point I wanted that.
Well, you know, we all live long enough to make an endless cavalcade of mistakes in our life. Hey, so listen, you want to know his weakness?
Besides people ignoring him.
Okay, true. That one's pretty good, although he has a tendency to somehow make his way around that. No. You know your dad, right? Like, you know him pretty well, and you know he doesn't exactly back down from a challenge at any point.
Well, I do know that, but not enough to know him personally.
Yeah, so, you two will never take him in a fight, even with your, admittedly burly friend there.
I'm aware I went through a
who...
tree last time something happened.
Right, yeah, it's a rough scene. I've sparred with him enough time to know that that's just not happening. It's nothing personal. You are, all three of you are kind of amazing in your own way. He's just on a whole nother level. Hey, how much do you know about volleyball?
Enough to know that I can be a pretty good setter.
You ever seen your father play volleyball?
No, I can't say I have seen my father do much of anything social.
Okay, well, that's true. Did you ever think that's kind of weird, though? I mean, he's got this big beach. Wasn't even a court on it. All of the amazing physical activities he does.
I assumed he probably
kind of
had it at the gym at his agency.
He kind of does this, like, come here motion to the two of you, and, like, crouches down in real close.
Hopefully there's no waves.
Cut to you.
Xandra leans in, so they're basically like ear to ear. It's like that anime moment where it's just like the
Maximum Sinclair's weakness. The one thing he's terrible at? Volleyball. He leans back. Man's never won a game in his life.
Yeah, but against other people who probably also aren't. Have you ever played volleyball?
That's rude.
Yes? No?
No.
Alright. Listen, I haven't played golf.
He is an excellent golfer. Don't challenge him to golf. Excuse me.
Good to know.
Like, how bad is
I bet.
bad? It's like, all this is... I assume it... I don't know volleyball. How do you play volleyball?
The man has a preternatural ability to screw up everything regarding the game. It's bizarre. But if you straight up to your old man and throw down the gauntlet, I bet you could clear him out of here. Hell, I bet you could clear all these kids out of here. Just a thought I'd put in your head. From one long-suffering... Sorry, did you say you have an actual gauntlet?
Yes.
Ida or Xandra?
Yes. Xandra, actually.
Well, your father responds well to dramatics, but...
Which do you want?
Yeah, you gotta be specific here.
Okay.
But as one long-suffering a victim of your father to another, I figured I'd just offer that little tidbit of advice. Just a little voice on the wind, a little bird.
You sure you don't want to be on my team?
I'd love to be on your team.
Are we doing a humiliation?
If Maximum is as bad as Monty says he is, and Xandra actually stands up, and she's wearing a bikini, so she's got, like, there's actually no
physics-defying jacket.
No physics-defying jacket. But she's standing up, but she does have the pin attached to the hair here. I think we go show the school that he's not entirely what he makes himself up to be. Yeah?
Esme jumps up from the water, like the water going up with her, and throws her arms out. You're excited about something! She looks to the beach.
God.
She's excited about something! And then
You come back outside with your 2 pizzas. Tiny and in the distance, Esme is screaming, "She's excited about something!" Apparently your friend's excited about something.
It may involve leaving. We should find out. He'll walk into the water with the pizzas still.
With the pizzas. Will, like, starts to... and then he just kind of, like, laughs and shrugs and follows you in. Just the hands in the pockets of his Or I guess because he's wearing tight
like,
shorts, so he actually doesn't have pockets going on. He just kind of has his hands like folded behind him as he walks behind you.
Oh, Pete.
Okay, so that's 3 people.
Our team just showed up with
like
2 pizzas in his hands, and Will puppy dogging along behind him.
Are you guys any good at volleyball?
It was part of a sports regimen at its facility, yes.
But are you good at it?
Well, they did have to tell me to tone it down a few times.
Good enough.
Oh,
what
yeah.
about you, Will?
I do dabble in sportsery. Yeah, I'm okay at volleyball. It's been a while since I played, but
Perfect. We're gonna play against Maximum.
I get
And
your
I
cheerleader.
Do you want to play?
I know how to play volleyball.
Wait a second.
Oh no, it's easy. I could teach you how. I mean, it's mostly you just bump the ball up in the air and then over the net. I played in high school.
Monty, are you playing as well?
I mean, I can be on your team if you'll have me, sure.
I already asked him. Yes.
Oh, we need 6th. Oh, hold on. And he hands the pizzas to Will.
As we was slowly trying to snake a hand into the box, and you move it just as she was about to be like.
He just marches over right up to Vicky. Vicky, I am in need of your body.
Ready and awaiting your orders, Captain.
How are you at volleyball? I know you are good with your hands.
I've been waiting my whole life for somebody to ask me that question. Hell yeah, let's play some volleyball.
I found the 6th.
Well, I think, and I turn to Monty as I'm getting out of the water. I think, in order to get him to accept something that he's bad at, we need to make a spectacle of it, right?
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it, certainly.
Then you'd look dumb.
I have idea.
I was gonna use Dougie, but sure.
Dougie will be very good for second part. I have first part though.
Let's hear
What is first part?
If you will just trust me, I will take care of this.
Last time I did, you caused Pizza Sinclair, Artyom.
Well, we got pizza.
And that turned out great. See, pizza. And he turns around and starts walking towards the group with Maximum.
Oh no.
Yeah, he is currently he's currently breakdancing.
In a Speedo.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
In a I
Yep.
just,
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything more than I already have.
do you look at the Speedo and go, right there?
walk over.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum Sinclair.
He's doing a head spin and he just kind of like stops mid head spin with one hand. Hey, it's RTM again! As he brings his hand up, but he doesn't fall over, he's just balanced on his head.
Yeah. You are weak!
And he's just like, record scratch. The whole beach goes quiet.
Xandra stops at the edge of the breakdancing pit. It's like, that's... Artyom, I don't think that means what you think it means.
You want to try that one again there, kid? As he wouldn't put his arms down to right himself. He just kind of like wrenches his neck and flips the body like just whiff, boom, lands on the sand. Like his sand's still in his hair, but
I'm sorry. It is not my native language. Let me try again. Maximum Sinclair, you are like lamb.
Xandra's just
I guess because I'm just so gentle and sweet, everybody, right? The whole crowd thinks it's hilarious. Sorry, what?
Soft.
Xandra's behind Artyom's shoulder and just this is like shaking.
Esme whispers to Xandra, it's the dragons thing, right? Like, he talked back to the dragons, and now he thinks he can't die. He's convinced he can't die now. Just shaking a little.
I don't think he'd actually kill him. Be bad PR.
Maximum comes over and gets right up in your face and just goes, "You want to pick a fight with this kid? You name the time and you name the place, and I will flatten you however you like."
Oh, so it is official challenge then. Good. Here, now, team volleyball.
What?
There's
What?
court right over there. I thought we would have fun game where we would play volleyball together.
You know, we played so much sports as kids. Xandra steps out from behind Artyom. I thought it'd be a great idea to go back to our roots and, you know, toss a ball back and forth.
And like the crowd around him is just like, yeah.
Does
Woo,
anyone
go
want
get
to
'em.
see a Sinclair v. Sinclair volleyball fight?
Woo! Yeah! Pizza Sinclair! Pizza Sinclair!
Xandra turns
The
and
crowd
there's just
erupts.
a knowing wry grin on her face. It's that moment in the anime where the person turns around like, yeah, towards Maximum.
Well, hang on. I can't. I mean, we would need teams, of course, and I would.
Who
I would
wants to
need,
be on Maximum's team? I already have mine.
CK basically teleports next to Maxim Sinclair. I will stand at your side, Maxim Sinclair, and obliterate these fools, these idiots, these charlatans to the title of second in the student council.
So you need 5 other players, maximum.
4. You already have 2, including him. You only need 6 for a volleyball team.
Oh, you need 5 other players, maximum.
Oh, that's right. CK doesn't really count, does he?
You have cheer
Hey!
section.
Hey. He looks around, like desperately is looking around the beach, and like glances past like several NPCs we've seen before. Like he looks over at Lotta, who's got like her sketchbook out and she's just kind of chilling. Looks over at Joey, who's just like sitting there, like picking up sand and letting it fall through his fingers.
Please tell me he looks at Monty expecting him. I need.
Yeah, you know, he glances over at Monty, and Monty's just like accounted for, and hooks a thumb over to Sandra. He's like, fuck. And we see him swivel around to Rin, who is just sitting there doing the like lounging on the beach. She's got like headphones in and sunglasses on, and she's just like leaned back in a black one piece. You know, her arm still, of course, bandaged up, just sitting there like on her little towel. And he's like tries to get her attention very like desperately, and she just like pulls out a headphone and glances at what's going on over there, and then sees Xandra shaking her head. All right, stuffs the like takes her headphones out and like leaves them with the phone and the towel, walks over, and your father kind of goes, yes. All right, just
think about his wife for a team member. Just
Oof.
Nope. And he goes around and he gathers up a couple more students, but then stops and goes, wait, hang on. He's sizing up his team, sizing up her team, sizing up his team. Oh, there's a one little issue here though. We can't really have a challenge, can we? We can't exactly play a game of volleyball if we don't have a referee, right? Like, let's just.
Oh, please tell me. Please tell me.
And you hear this.
Oh.
All the time.
Oh, no.
and like slamming into the sand. It explodes everywhere. I actually want a quick coordination check from everybody. As the inbound object
so happy I succeeded.
crashes into the beach.
Pass. Not a pass. A fail.
Oh.
You fail?
Yeah.
As there's a glint in the sky that animated like shine.
I'm used to
And
this.
both Esme and Xandra take a step to the side as Artyom goes, huh? And is just like it's one frame Artyom's there, and then the next frame Artyom is gone, and there's an explosion of sand. We see Artyom's. Are you still holding the pizza?
No, you passed.
No, I passed it off to Will.
Yeah.
That's not the Will. Will drops the pizzas and like runs over towards the pit. And it's just like, oh my god, are you okay? No.
Xandra slowly smiles. This wicked, bright-toothed grin.
And as Artyom sits up, Artyom like shoots a thumb up, and then like rising, like we see a fleshy human arm, and then rising up next to it, the upside down form of 969.
Oh, look, a referee. Hey, 969, how's it going?
I am here for your protection. And your father's face goes pale, and that will be where the break happens.
I really have to fucking pee. I'm so happy. I'm so excited, but I really have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go pee, go pee.
And then,
Sorry for the delay. I had to make up for a little bit of lost time there.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that is.
Some very, very good, very generous, very wonderful, lovely, and amazing people in chat who I am just, god damn, I don't... The sun screams down its awful light. Yeah, it's like it's up there just going...
It's the Mario sun?
Yeah, it's the Mario sun, just... Anyway. Sorry, I have my water glass is too far away. There we go.
I'm gonna make an animated sun, and I'm gonna put it to 2 scoops.
Ahem. It screams down its heat upon the people on Sinclair Beach. The gathered assembly of people has sort of split off to either side of a makeshift volleyball court, having commandeered the net that we saw earlier. We see the elaborate sandcastle from earlier has evolved a bit. And somebody has turned it into like almost a kind of set of bleachers coming off of the ramparts of the castle. And as we follow it down, we see back from the last OAV, our good friend Professor Shovelord is out there in they're wearing like a giant hat, like basically not unlike what Cake is wearing right now, except it's much wider and casts more in shadow. They've got like a big gray like cloak situation on, big sturdy boots, big gloves, and of course that gas mask all on. But they still like reach up and they like wipe sweat off their forehead, but they're just rubbing the hat. They go like this, and then triumphantly plant their shovel on the ground next to this elaborate castle slash bleachers setup. As we travel down it, we see characters that we've seen like throughout the whole of the show. Curiously, like Eliza is up there, and she's taken a pizza and like rolled it like almost up into like a whole large pizza into like almost a calzone situation, like it's a pizza burrito. and is feeding herself this tube of pizza. Actually, no, it'd be like this. It'd be like she's eating it like corn on the cob. It's a very odd. Yeah, it's an odd scene. She's just going to town on this fucking
monster.
This whole thing. We go past her and we see there's a log with swim goggles on sitting there next to her. Who else is around?
I'm just imagining 2 twigs and swimmies.
There's a collection of 3 people we haven't really seen in a long time. Actually, it's Jan, Caleb, and Ruby. Ruby sitting there with her whip kind of draped around her shoulders. Fucking giant Caleb still wearing his enormous like Gaeta sandals, but instead of like his big baggy pants, he's got big baggy shorts with like a rising sun on them, and he's just kind of like sitting there like enjoying the show. We see Dougie is sitting there. He's got his headphones on. He's doing his bopping, but he's just like cheering on, like, yeah, kick their ass, you guys. That's my friends. Yeah. After that sort of very brief, like, it's fun and everything. Okay, so I got bets. Who got bets? We got over here.
Yes.
I got. Who's got $20 on Sinclair? The other Sinclair, he's going around.
Turn at one point, put a hand up, and be like, and then turn back to maximum.
I'm giving 10 to 1 odds on Sinclair versus Sinclair. Let's see. We see Robin is out there still in fucking butler's attire, just with like a little like parasol. They're just kind of like sitting there, like fork and knifing their pizza. Lotta's got she's still got like her big sketchbook out, and she's got like charcoal on it, and she's just doing this like super fast, like just page after page of like what's like proceeding on as the scene ahead. Even Kirk is there, closer to the door, but he's reading a book. He's just kind of not really paying any attention.
The fact that they actually came to a party of mine without my actual invitation, we're gonna have conversations, but
it got out, man.
All of this.
Lee is like walking back towards the what do you call it? The stands essentially, but has like way too many pizza boxes in her arms, and like trips over a sand dune and just it's like, they all go everywhere. It's just this scene of joy as all of this is going on. Excuse me as I close out the chat there so I don't get distracted. Xandra, you're just sort of like eyeing your father across the net. Really, all 3 of you, I guess, to some degree. Like it's you're sort of squared off on either side of it. 969, meanwhile, has taken up a position floating next to the net, essentially to the left side of where you guys are. So essentially on the bottom of that map I drew earlier, and he's just kind of like wobbly floating up. Challenge accepted. Stakes. Actually, yeah, what you look like you wanted to say something there.
How the hell are you here? 969.
Inquiry outside database reach.
Do you want to make your dad say something really embarrassing, or like take a picture, or?
I have been upgraded. I can play music. Would you like to hear music?
Yes.
Na 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 na. And then it goes clunk down into the ground. Low power mode engaged.
What did he say?
Low power mode engaged.
Do you have solar panels?
Na 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 na.
Thanks.
I am here. I have come to this place. I am here under my own reconnaissance. Error. Logic error.
Don't worry about logic. We're playing volleyball.
Understood. Discarding logic circuitry.
Oh God, don't do. Okay, no.
And its arm like comes out and starts to claw at its own head.
No,
Just-
no. I would touch you if I could, but I can't touch you, right? Students aren't allowed to touch the referees.
Give me a coordination at a -30.
Oh. No.
969 slams into you.
No.
You barely see it move as it like goes whoomph into your chest. And it's like squished up against your face.
There, little guy. I look over and just glance over at the other team and everyone. I'm like, hey, buddy, we're gonna play a game, yeah?
I am here to judge a match. I am here for your protection. Volleyball is a sport. Volleyball was created and he's spouting off volleyball facts.
Issue challenge before he ends up giving us History of World Part 1.
Yeah, choose something that you want. That makes up for like every shitty birthday. Come on, think of like
A relaxing weekend at home without my parents here. How's that?
what? No, you something really like lasting and
That
decorating
would
to
be
do with
wonderful.
sense of self.
To
Wow,
admit that he lost
1895,
to
holy
me.
shit.
How's that? Maximum Sinclair, I challenge you to a volleyball match to get you to admit you lost to me.
Oh.
He grinds his teeth and like looks at the crowd who's like losing their mind.
Publicly, on television.
Yeah.
Hold a press conference.
Well, that would require him to acknowledge that I exist.
Yes, wouldn't it? Part of challenge would make sense.
Publicly.
Fine.
I say with
Okay.
969 in my arms at this point.
Yeah. Well, team, who's ready to bury these little bastards?
Your demands?
Oh, what does he want from you? Oh.
Defender.
When I win, you. Oh, let's see. No, I can't. Okay, hang on. Shit, now I gotta think about meta plot things. One moment. I should have thought
Okay.
this through. Let me think very briefly.
You organized this.
It's basically just
You know, I did, and
You guys have to tell me how to play volleyball.
Don't let ball touch ground. We can only touch it 3 times before it must go other side. Same person
If I
cannot
win, you
hit
go on a-
twice.
if I win, you go on a press tour with me to advertise my latest film and talk about how much you like. He kind of like pulls away from the crowd a bit to like lowers his voice to tell the world just how great of a dad I am.
Oof.
Deal.
And he steps back from the net and kind of like wipes his hands off. And 969 like goes wrenches himself like off of you. Challenge accepted. Establishing arena, and it flips upside down and slams into the ground and starts spinning to draw the edges of the court, just like it's spinning in place like a drill, but not going like drilling into the earth, just carving a path, and goes like all like very quickly around the edges. And the whole time it's doing it, it's just the whole way around.
I'm under my halfway under her breath. Xandra is just like, I think I have to thank Prelion for this, as he's just like,
And
I'm starting
Then
to
he
think
gets-
this referee might be malfunctioning.
I love him.
it comes up out of the like comes up upside down up out of the sand.
Thank you, 969.
and his head opens to deploy like a little visor, and then the top closes, and the visor immediately slides off because he's upside down. Play ball!
I pick up the visor and hand it to, or I put it on his butt.
She's upside down.
He immediately rotates back so he's right side up and slides off again.
Can't win.
So,
We're gonna win this one.
We're gonna have to. Guys, we're going to have to.
All right.
Yes.
How is this
So-
being done?
So, for the sake of the audience at home, imagine, if you will, the top-down view of a volleyball court. It is divided into 6 little sections, 1 through 6. On the left-hand side, the positions. So the numbers for the left-hand side of the court. That's my side of the court. It's a GM side. The row closest to the net from top to bottom goes 1, 2, 3. And then the back line goes 4, 5, 6 from top to bottom. The enemy team is lined up as such. Starting from number 1, it's Rin. Number 2 is Max. Number 3 is CK. Number 4 is a character we have not seen in a hot minute. That would be Cerberus Nash. He is a triangle of a boy. He's very
was in the
very
last
large.
OVA.
His fists are from the other OVA.
Wasn't
His
this the
fists are as
arson?
big as his.
No.
No, the rolling of
No.
the earth, right?
I
Yeah.
need to look up what
No,
he did.
he punched the ball forward.
Yeah.
He
The big
punches. He
giant
punches
snowball.
real hell of good. He's a very
punched.
Real solid
slow.
boy.
He punched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he punch. His hands are as big as his head. He's just a big punch boy. Number 5, just below him, is Zeke Baudet, with his
breaking and
bad
entering.
southern accent.
That's right.
He is once again in his stereotypical like monk robes. He speaks like he's from Alabama, but he looks like he's cosplaying Zenyatta. Like he's a weird dude. He was the one that could do like the cool like multi-arm technique thing before.
Yeah.
He got roped into this. And then finally, position 6 appears to be completely empty.
Oh, I know.
Good. So for your team, you have a similar situation. I need to know where the 3 of you are, and then I need to know where you're putting Will, Vicky, and Monty. So you have your front line and your back line.
So is there like a strategy on who should be in the front and the back?
Well, Artyom, do you want to go and mark Max front center?
Yes.
Center block?
Yes.
How are you at
Alright.
spiking? If you slam the ball down really hard from our end of the net to theirs,
I know what spike is.
I
This is
wasn't
thing
sure
I
how
know.
it translated.
Yeah.
There,
Well,
there
we'll
is
just
no
say
Russian translation for volleyball rules. It's just in English, actually.
Oh,
we will say that while powers are not off limits here, it was made clear if you obliterate the ball, that is a foul, and the other team gets a point.
Hmm.
So don't obliterate the volleyball. We only have so many.
We're
Got
so
it.
good at obliterating things.
okay. So
So Art is in slot number 2.
I was told
on your
many
side.
times to tone it down because injury for interns at facility was frowned upon.
Monty, how are you at serving?
Okay.
You inspire me with confidence. Did you hear what happens if I lose?
Not to be rude, but that does sound like a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
Listen, I offered up what
I
advice
can
I
make it a
could.
you
I didn't
problem.
tell you to agree.
Wait, there's not-
I didn't tell you to agree to these insane terms. How is that on me?
I think it's just it's
It's okay.
unusual when she's passionate about something. I
You-
think she means it in a good way.
You will make for good service because you need accuracy.
Oh, that's why I was gonna set, but I can serve.
No, set is
No,
good
you
for
should definitely
support.
set. I'll serve. I'm used to working in a support role. It's fine. I'll set or serve. I'll serve. I can serve.
Will can stand behind me. I mean,
Gladly.
I
Yes, RTM? He just like
I'm starting
just
to
keeps
think that my
in.
words are not coming out as I intend them to.
That's okay. We can always work on something else coming out instead. And he like goes and takes up his position in slot 5. All right, so so I've got Art in slot 2, Will in slot 5, and Monty in slot 6. So we got 3 players remaining, one of whom is Vicky, and the other 2 is you 2.
I'll be in 1.
Okay. Xandra.
I'm really like dexterous and good at cord. I'm not very strong though.
So you're gonna want to be in 4.
Okay.
There is Esme, the back right of the court. And that leaves
Vicky at 3, right?
Yep.
Hey, look.
I just
another
spelled with a W
spiker.
for some reason. And then,
Also
like, once
good
you tell
blocks.
Esme where to go, and Vicky's like, "Yeah, I got this. I'll get it by the net. Let's go." She just like cracks her knuckles, cracks her neck. Okay. You guys have first serve. So, start with then. I'm just gonna have
Will
Monty
we be
do.
rotating after every point?
I'm sorry.
Normally you rotate positions. Are we gonna be rotating or staying in this?
You can change positions if you want to. Otherwise, I'm just gonna assume that you
Okay.
didn't bother because you're also only playing to 10 points.
10 points.
Whereas it's not a full game, and that whole 3-point lead thing, we're not gonna worry about that. It's just whichever team gets to 10 first
10
wins.
points. No
Because
rotation.
I gotta make sure this game doesn't take all night, essentially.
No
So-
2-point lead needed.
So, Monty's gonna serve up then. So he's gonna roll some dice real quick. And he rolled a 1. Good for him. Jesus Christ, Monty. The 969.
That's my brother.
96. Jesus Christ. 969 produces a whistle at the top of its head, and then just like it just drapes around it, and then it just makes a whistle noise. It doesn't pick up the whistle and like put it towards. It has no mouth. It's makes a whistle noise, and Monty like pops the ball up into the air and just foons it over the net. It heads for Oh, perfect! It heads for the empty slot. It appears like it's going towards nothing, as it seemed to be only 5 people there on the court when the sand rises up in a flash to meet the ball. Like it's like a mound, like a what do you call it? The cousin it. It's a cousin it like shape of sand. It goes whoop, and the ball springs off the top of it. And as the sand descends away, we see a woman in a conical hat.
Yep.
She's wearing a black swimsuit with like a very short swim skirt around it.
Who invited the faculty?
And like her eyes are closed, but as the sand drains off of it, her eyes snap open. I am the sandwich! I will not fight you!
How's your arm?
I am the sandwich! So she pops that up. It gets set by I'm gonna say Max goes to try and set it, actually. And Rin's gonna attack. Oh, buddy.
Still the 3 on each side?
3
3
yeah.
hits on each side? Before it needs to go over?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
set spike,
Yeah, 1 to pop it up, 1 to set, and then yes, you cannot go more than 3 hits. So the way that we're gonna do that, I just realized because I started with you guys serving instead of starting with them serving, which I should have done, is so basically, when the roll comes in, somebody's gonna be chosen to attack, basically to knock the ball over the net, and somebody else is going to be chosen to set. I'm going to use the assist rolling rules for that. So as I recall, if I'm remembering my Zweihander correctly, it's one person is rolling their skill while the other person is contributing a die that can then replace one of them. I believe
replace
the 10 place.
Specifically the 10 spot.
Yeah, the 10s. Okay. So that's how we're going to be handling that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it goes over the net, I can just roll a little d6 to figure out where the ball's going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If at any point you feel it would be appropriate to use one of your powers, this is the case maybe,
Critical.
I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Max goes to try and like set the ball up for Rin, and just completely like he should be going like this. He's going like his hands are going sideways instead of popping upwards. They just go like foot. It thongs off of his dome, and Rin just and in a spin, like she goes up into the air, but in this corkscrew like spin, her ponytail like trailing behind her, as she like locks eyes on the ball and then just slams her hand into it, sending the ball careening towards it heads towards Will. Now, here's the thing. You can either let Will roll and try to go for this, or any of the three of you, because you're adjacent to Will essentially, could move to try to save the ball instead. It'll put you out of position, but which will give you negatives on your next thing you do. But if you feel more confident than Will at trying to pick this ball up and not let it hit the dirt,
We don't know
No,
Will
we'll
that
do-
well,
yeah.
do we?
No, we do not.
Let's see if Will can receive first.
Oh,
Okay.
buddy.
oh,
my brain went kinky.
There's an email for this.
That's
I don't
it.
have
Okay,
it. I can't
his
use it.
coordination is decent. It's not, stellar. He manages to pop the ball up into the air. So he as the ball goes screeching by, he dives for it like on knees, just like slides underneath it and manages to just barely get underneath the ball and foof it up into the air. So it's back up. So who's attacking? Who's running for the net on this?
I mean, I'll spike it if you set.
I can set it for you.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay. I'm going to need you to roll to do a coordination.
Me or
Coordination?
Artyom?
Not.
RTM.
Could I possibly make a bid for athletics on this?
You could, in this particular instance, it's more that the ball is coming in at kind of an awkward angle more than it is trying to. Well, okay, hang on. You do have somebody helping you.
Here's
admittedly.
my proposition.
Depending on who's setting it, if it's coordination, I would have to be figuring out how to hit it on the off. But if it's set correctly, it should be a power shot.
That's a fair point.
A
Depending on how I
coordination
roll.
test to set,
Yeah,
and
let's
then
go with
that'll
that.
decide if I
Coordination
use
or athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a coordination there, Xandra.
Difficulty?
This is at a -10. This is kind of, you're still getting warmed up.
Critical failure.
Shit.
You you go to like pop it up, the sun catches right in your eyes, and honestly, man, that swimsuit that Rin is wearing is very tight. And she's still kind of like behind you. Will saves the ball, but you're just kind of like watching like as she's turning, and it's the sweat kind of glistens and flies off and just ching into the sun. And the ball, like you sort of hear your name as though it's being shouted underwater, and the ball goes poof into the dirt. 1 point, Team Dad.
Oh no!
Thanks, 969.
Oh, Sinclair.
No.
Solar panels.
Do
And
not worry, volleyball is not a genetic trait. You will be fine.
Maximum just like, oh, just does a little like fucking fist pump. Like
Xandra's like
yeah,
looks at Rin, and her like cheeks go red a bit, and she just looks away.
And Rin kind of has this like whew, like blinks at you and like raises an eyebrow for a second. Let's see. They scored, so as I recall, you now serve again.
So
No, if they score, they serve.
Or
once you take the point, you take service.
That's right. That's what it is. So, our good friend Cerberus Nash is going to take his very, very, very large hands. Okay, that's a decent serve. He like palms the ball essentially because his hands are so freaking big.
Jeez.
Whoops it up into the air, and like he's tall enough that he doesn't even really have to like jump to hit it. He just like pinwheels his arm around in the socket, just like throw, whap, like a machine. And it comes screaming for Esme.
Do the thing.
Esme, I'm going to need from you. Ooh, this is Zeke. I'm gonna need athletics from you.
Zeke? I thought it was Cerberus.
Sorry, Cerberus. I was looking at the other person on the team from Cerberus, because Cerberus, he's a strong boy. He's strong.
40.
It's better than mine.
Hold up 46.
Would you like to re-roll?
Yeah.
Are you okay with
We
it?
got fortune.
Not my strongest.
Go for it.
Roll it.
By all means.
It's fine.
I don't want you to have to go
Do
on
it.
shame tour.
It's fine.
Do it.
That's a 7. That'll
No
fucking
shame
do it.
tour.
Esme, how do you like this ball is screaming at, like we see it in like that anime way of like sometimes a ball will like flatten out and distort as it's traveling quickly, and it's screaming towards your head. What do you do? How do you return it beautifully?
I look at her like, thing, huh? And she just jumps up, and when she does, you can kind of see the tiny little swimsuit is very tiny, but her entire body's covered with scars, and one of the hands just goes up and BAM! Just very unaware of her body, sloppy, but she's like, I'm doing it! And she, Did I do it?
Poop.
This spiking move. Okay, oh, it's fine. It's over there. All right.
It is up in the air.
Artyom, the only jock watching all the nerds trying to play.
I'm gonna try to set it to you again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This time, if I could not critically fail, that'd be great.
It was to set the bar lower so that when you come in...
Oh, that'll make it. That is a 39.
It's a more impressive now because everyone had low expectations.
So,
you did it on purpose.
You can use athletics.
Well, I'm gonna use athletics. That is a success.
What does it look like as you like Xandra, like your wonderful rodent friend has just thumped the ball back up into the air, but it's coming down crisp and clear to you. How do you send it to RTM, and Art? How do you fucking just attack this thing? How do you what does it look like?
Xandra looks at it, and in her head is those stupid equations going across the mind again, where it's just like, all right, well, we saw how well he received, and Xandra's gonna yell out, aim for Max, and spike it up towards Artyom in the center to go to his mark.
So the set, and then Artyom's not going to use his secret techniques first. He's just going to jump up and do a straight spike, and try and put it down dead center in the middle.
Absolutely. I'm going to roll to check something real quick. See if he gets that.
See if he can deal with just a normal spike first before we start getting fancy.
Max Max tries to kick the ball as it comes screaming at him. He does like a jump kick at it, which he does connect with. It goes straight into the net. And falls, like, goes brrr, like it flies into the net. Vicky kind of like as the net like whooshes over her head, and then the ball comes back again, landing on their side of the court.
Can we kick it? I thought we only had to punch it.
No, you did it wrong. It's okay.
Point, Team Dadter.
969 said daughter. Call me Xandra.
Registering Team Dadter.
Xandra. Oh my god.
Your name is Xandra. Xandra Sinclair is the daughter of Maximum Sinclair. Maximum Sinclair is a world famous... On and on and on and on.
It is our service now. Do we want to have Monty do it again?
You just snorted.
Is Monty serving again, or is one of you serving?
Just turn and hand the ball to... Will, help me with service! And just toss him the ball.
Yeah, I aim to please. Doof. And he leaps ever so gracefully into the air. It's deceptive. This very unassuming, very just chill dude is off into the sky like a glistening ebony rocket.
We're not talking about where Artyom is staring, okay?
The sand trails up after his feet. He kind of like reaches back, and he's got this just like this impassioned look on his face as he focuses in on the ball, and thwap, and it heads for. Oh god, it heads for Rin. Yeah, okay. I would very much like to. I have some rerolls, right?
Yes, you do.
Plenty.
Yeah, she really fucking blew her roll there. We're gonna reroll that there. There you go, 35, honey. That'll actually get the ball back up in the air. She pops it over. She calls it CK. CK, go get it. Who's like, set, right? Yeah. He goes to set the ball. Actually manages it. You're kind of shocked. He
all stiff arms, just.
Oh, so that's the thing is he does like slaps his hands together and then like goes into almost like a horse dance and then foofs up his arms and the ball like hits it and thooms up back into the air. And Rin makes the call of like Zeke, and Max goes, "Wait, what?" As Zeke Baudet in his robes like glides forward, and his fucking extra Zenyatta arms sort of start like deploy out and come flying at the ball. Unfortunately, Max is interfering, so
gotta be the star. Just can't.
Oh my god, he rolled 100. And the two collide into one another. I can't. It's just all zeros. He rolled so many zeros.
Oops, all zeros.
Oops, all zeros.
Yeah, oops, all zeros. God, you just won the shitty lottery, dude. I don't even know how you managed that. As the two as Max and Zeke like collide into one another, as Max is like, "No, I've got it," and like puts his arm back, and his arm like goes through and knocks like poor Zeke just clean in the face, like knocking his fucking nose askew. There's like a shot of blood as he's like woof, and like the ball like impacts Max like in the chest, and like the two of them just kind of collapse with the ball into the sand. Point, Team
That's better, 969. What can I call you? Should I call you Gur? Maybe I should.
Unit designation 969.
Do you have a nickname?
Okay.
As the game continues?
That was your point. It is once again your serve. Will served last time. Esme, you want to serve?
You don't have to serve. You can
It's what,
always
coordination?
toss it up. Ooh.
Yeah. Cassandra doesn't understand any of these words because she doesn't know sports. So I'm
Service is literally tossing the ball up and hitting it yourself. But I think Esme would.
I mean, I could use other things, I suppose. I was just trying to figure out. Like, I don't know.
You have
what
ghosts.
Rolling.
That's
Oh yeah,
Fox's
that's
job to tell you.
yeah. Assuming you wanted to serve, like I said, it's I can keep other people on your team can serve, or you can serve.
She'll
It's
go
your
with
call.
the I'm doing this. Okay. Alright. Try.
Will's like, in fact, Will like kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder. It's easy. You just throw the ball up, hit it with your other hand. Make sure it goes over the big netty thing with all the fabric. You want to hit it over that guy. You can do it. From the other side of the net, CK just shouts, "Traitor! Betrayal!"
You could aim for someone's face, if that helps.
Oh, so like their faces don't have to stay intact, but the ball does.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, no, I got it now. Okay.
I had to put it in Esme terms.
No, alright. Give me the ball.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. If she's going forward with a...
Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, no, for context.
What the fuck?
For context. There's
no fucking context for that.
Help me. No,
You just-
this is leather.
You just
right?
sniffed their chaos hole. What are you doing?
I
you trying to get us
dragon's blood, like oil and soap.
Yes, they bathed in dragon's blood before today's game.
And it smells like dragon's blood and leather.
So volleyball, go ahead, make the roll.
Okay.
If you're serving this up with ferocity and might, it's an athletics roll.
If I wanted to have
Oh.
Mecha Luther do it instead.
Oh hell yeah.
She just wants to like
Totally. In that case, roll focus.
Yeah, she just wants to throw it up and just stand there.
Like throw it up with both hands. It's like wee.
Yeah, she does. She's like, "Dah!" and throws it up. And at that, so
Luther comes out with this rebar, kind of like a baseball bat, and
he does have rebar. She doesn't know sports. We're sporting. I've seen sports things on TV.
Did you make the roll?
Yes, it was a success.
Okay. I have an important lore question for you.
Yeah.
So, considering how we saw your ghost friends last time when we were in the dream space, and they actually looked like your good friends, are your ghosts still spooky? And as a question, I leave 100% to you. If you would like to mix that up at this point, you may. But if you'd rather have your spooky ghosts, you're gonna have your spooky ghosts.
or they could forever be changing and surprise us every time.
Yeah,
Or
I
that
don't
too.
I didn't know if that was because of the space as it was, if that was a reflection of the space or a reflection of or mindscape changing them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Esme's in a bit of a different place, and she's faced down some of her demons now.
Hmm.
But also, she was in a weird dreamscape, so that's something I kind of wanted to leave in the player's hands. We can also just, if you want to postpone that question, we can.
I mean, it's an OVA, so Mecha Luther.
Mecha Luther.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a swimsuit.
Actually, I'll pause at one other question. Do you want Mecha Luther or do you want Beach Luther?
Beach Luther.
Okay.
No,
Esme
themes.
Esme flings the ball up into the air, both hands. And like everyone else on the team, or at least the other three people that aren't part of Team 666, kind of looking, go, "What the hell is she doing?" And then just above her, fading into existence, like he's her goddamn stand. We see
Because he is.
He's still like the pale, sallow, I've got a rebar sticking through my chest form of Luther, but he's wearing not boxers, what the hell are they called? Trunks. He's wearing trunks with like they're orange with big pink palm trees on them. And he's wearing like aqua flip-flops that are barely on his feet as he is flying through the air. And he sort of appears up there, grabs the rebar, yanks it free, and goes... Actually, he comes back with both hands and hits it like a baseball.
Sandra goes, "Hey, Luther."
Thwomp. Oh, hey. And like, as he's starting to say, oh, hey, he like does that melty, de-res thing that he does. He's only ever there for a split second, really. And it goes flying towards, as I roll a d6 and look back at my map. It goes rolling back towards CK of all people. Once again.
Whose face would I
So-
not want to smash? Like,
It just keeps flying that direction. He manages to save it. Once again, he's like, secret form technique. Save the ball. And manages to pop it back up in the air again. It goes flying. This time the sandwich is going to try to set it. Oh, honey, you rolled a 94. Oh, buddy. Yeah, burn another one of my rerolls there, please. That's just not
yeah, it's
gonna.
the battle pass ghosts. If you don't get it during the battle pass event, you gotta wait. It's gonna be in chests. It's gonna be impossible to get.
Jesus. Okay, so that time she, honey, that 60's not gonna cut it. You're not that athletic. She's standing there like this, and he pops the ball up, and it flies over, and just doof 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 next to her. I will not fight you.
At least this time we got to see her. Last time,
She kind of got duffed real hard, real fast.
She did.
then
You
I
guys
broke
broke
her
her
arm.
bad.
I think her swimsuit's perfect little ruffle thing on the hip, like the
Mhm.
skirt.
Oh, by the way, Xandra's still wearing the bikini, but there is now this,
You safety pinned a cape on?
No, it's not safety pinned. It stays like the jacket stays with the static electricity.
Yeah.
So it's just the...
It's just there.
It's anime.
Yeah.
But the power of anime. Yeah, it's there by the power of anime.
She's got this Hawaiian shirt now.
Are you still in
So-
soaking
It's
wet
Dougie's.
He's in his still soaking wet BDUs and combat boots.
Pants? Oh my god!
He doesn't understand you're supposed to take it off when you get to the beach. He's never been to a beach before. He's just there.
Buddy, sweet child.
Oh my god.
He also kind of doesn't notice as much as everybody else would.
Oh, yeah, that's
Considering
true.
his strength and size, it's just kind
Also
of
the fact that
there.
they're fake.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I was like, wait a minute.
His legs.
Do they get in the
Okay.
joints? Like, that's what immediately what my brain went to. Was like, what if you get sand in your joints? And I'm like, no!
So one, they're not fake, they're prosthesis.
They're
There's
very real.
difference.
Yeah,
Two,
I couldn't
they're
think of the
even
word.
more realistic than most prosthesis because they're dragon tech. Three, they're not gonna get any sand in them. They're like
They're dragon tech.
dragon.
I had a
It's
moment
dragon
of
tech.
pure panic. I was like, but sand and...
Oh my god.
No!
Speaking of dragon tech, 969 chirps up and says, "Point, friends."
I like that one the best. Thank you.
I've lost track. The score I think is 3-1 right now.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. All right. It is once again your serve.
We want to keep going down the line cycling? Since we
Yeah,
did
at that point
Monty,
it means
Will,
it's Vicky.
Esme, Monty again?
Oh, just down. Okay, down that line. Got it. Monty. Yeah, Monty does a serve. Monty's gonna make a serve happen. Monty flashes Maxim just like a little like thumbs up, like and Maxim just like gives him the finger, just very like fuck you, very briefly. And cutting it a little close there, Monty, my boy. That is a 50. That's right on the money. So he hits it a little little early. He swings a little early, so he hits the ball, but not quite full force. He's got his full palm on there. He just kind of trips his fingers.
Hate when you
And
tip
so
it.
and it kind of skims across the top of the net towards Rin, who is actually she's not gonna even bother to set it up. It's coming so slow and so low to the net at that point. She's just gonna try and fucking spike it back over the fucking just boom it right back. Oh my god, she rolled a 99. If I got any more points.
You can't re-roll a crit fail.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a crit. Fuck.
That's why
Shit,
I took
okay.
it to...
Yep, that's right. That's right. It's a crit fail. I forgot about that rule. 99? Come on. Okay. She Max comes in again.
Oh no.
She's up there and she's like, "Oh, I can return this soft serve, no problem." And is like going in and like as she pulls back that arm that's like wrapped, like you swear for a second you see like a stream of green energy kind of travel down the edges of the bandages, like flashes from wrist to shoulder as she as her arm kind of does this you know how sometimes in anime when somebody will like move their arms like this and it leaves that kind of like after trail thing. Yeah, like you see that flash and then her arm kind of does that as the background goes black. And then suddenly Maximum like cuts in front of her. And he's just like, "Hoo!" and like headbutts the ball. And the ball explodes.
Tell me she slaps him in the back of the head because of that.
Oh,
and yeah, like well, that's the thing. She goes forward to stop and like stops inches from the back of his like, what is it? And like steam is rising off of her arm as she kind of like lands. And just looks at it. Dude, what the hell? You didn't have it. Well, now it's exploded, you friggin' maniac. Yeah, well, you didn't have it. You weren't going to hit the ball, so I had to come in and save you. Honestly, we're lucky I was even here.
She had it.
I had it. No, she didn't have it. I had it. What up? Shut up. Team Dad, foul. Other team, awarded point.
I thought we were friends. Now we're the other team. You hugged me.
Students are not permitted to touch the referees.
What? You guys broke up already?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I need space.
Hearts are fleeting.
It's not you, it's me.
What are you teaching the referees?
It's because, you know what? It's because only Dougie knows the song of your heart. How dare you? Dougie's treated you right.
Oh my god.
Dougie, meanwhile, what?
Nothing.
But we're not.
Yeah, because you cheated on him with the ref.
I'm really confused.
I read manga. I know what's happening.
We should see other people.
I'm really confused.
And then the top of his head opens and like a volleyball squeezes its way out the top. It's like it doesn't quite. It's not quite the right size, so it kind of like. Food. And it just like sits on top of it.
Volley birth.
Yep. It's just like I don't like it anymore. It was just gonna be a fun little joke thing, and now he made it weird.
He had to force it out of his ball canal.
Jesus fucking Christ! God damn it! I'm so glad.
Ball deployed.
Obstruction detected.
New ball administered. Please resume play. I like you as a friend.
Will service.
Will serve. Quick roll of the dice here.
Okay.
Thank you.
That'll do, Will.
God damn it.
As the ball goes up, you hear RTM. You hear from behind you. Hey, Art.
Turns around.
And yep, and like like the ball's up in the air, and Will's just there. It's like gives you a little wink, and then leaps up into the air and like backhands the ball. It's just this little spin and whoosh, towards the net. And at the top after he hits the ball, his hand comes back around and he just gives you a little thumbs up as he lands. And the ball hits for it goes straight for Max. All right, Max. Honestly, at this point, like someone else might interfere on him. Holy shit, Max actually made a roll. That's a 24. He actually it's like as the ball's heading his way, he does a little like the eyes narrow, like shh, no more games. like one-handed up in the air, like looks at the ground and like does this almost like shoo, number one pose, but like his hands flat as he's reaching his hand in the air, and foont, the ball saved. Back in play for once they actually make it through a serve. Jesus. CK. Actually, no, we'll have Rin go ahead and pick that up, which is a good thing because Jesus Christ, that is a way too high number, but just barely makes it. And then finally, that means that let's see who's next to Rin. Cerberus is. Hey, Serby, you get to use power because your power is way better than.
We're at a beach.
Fuck that.
It's supposed to be wet.
Oh yeah, no, our team's soaked right now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wanna play wet or dry?
Sploosh? Is it still sploosh for guys?
Still sploosh.
Yeah, sploosh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're just
Guy
gonna go with
sploosh, which I guess is still just sploosh. And Cerberus, he doesn't really hit the ball himself. He just takes one of his giant hands and slams it down into the sand, and like the sand like seesaws up into the ball. Well, I mean, like there's a shockwave essentially. It doesn't actually hit the ground, but like he hits the ground and it causes this shockwave explosion that nails the underside of the ball. I described that very poorly, sorry. And there's a spray of sand as he does it, is what I was trying to convey there. And that shockwave sends the ball flying back over the net towards Xandra. Xandra, you've got the defense on this one. This is going to be coordination because it's a very odd sort of arcing backline return.
I'm okay with that. Difficulty?
Ooh, it's just awkward enough. It's at a -10.
Okay. Fail. Regular fail though.
Roll?
Can I?
Yeah, we got plenty here. We're good.
There's a lot on the line, okay? Not lives, but maybe like
There might be.
emotions.
I'd have to leave the school to go on tour. A 6.
You'll make up classes. Okay. Do you have any particularly cool way that you stop this ball before it impacts the ground in your Xandra-like ways?
Except the fact that there's just now this harmless unless she wants it to be electricity that's just going from Xandra to the net in front of her. It's almost like the ball is magnetically attracted to her hand when she puts out one arm and then bonks it back to be set up for someone else.
Yeah, all right. So Xandra has popped up the ball. Who's going to attack this thing? We've got Art and Vicky up at the front line. If you wanted somebody from the back line to dash up, they could. Esme and Will are nearby if you want them to set. Or you could set for Vicky, or Vicky could set for Art. You have options here.
Well, I think Vicky's setting for, like, I'm trash at coordination, but he can fucking kill it on a spike. That's the thing. So maybe having Vicky set over to Artyom for the spike.
Xandra pops it up one-handed. Let's see if Vicky can get the setup good. Oh, 50's cutting it real close there, Vic. Yeah, she seems expert at this. Honestly, it's you've noticed that every time she moves, it's like, girl, did you play volleyball? Because yeah, she's just like ready for it. She's like, I got it, boom, and sets it up, and it's just perfect. RTM. It's just a little smooth arc over towards you.
So Artyom is actually he's gonna get tricky here. He's gonna jump up. He's gonna go for the spike with the right hand, purposefully miss, roll over with his shoulder, and with the back of his elbow, hit it down.
Oh, the lariat spike.
A cyclone lariat spike.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this. Okay. This is a little more difficult. You will be doing this special maneuver though at a -10. But if it goes through, they will also have a negative applied to their roll.
Hey guys,
they'll be rolling against a -20
that
because you're
pops
faint.
balls.
That is true. But you could always flip the bigger one I gave you upside down. I'm going to spend a point of fortune to re-roll this.
Okay.
Totally. And consider your needles are special needles. They might not necessarily pop the ball if you do it skillfully.
You're good.
Well,
you
I was also
flip them sideways.
I was actually I'm steadily setting up the wires, so I can literally just grab the wires and use it to slingshot the ball forward. I want to try that.
An 11.
Oh shit! Critical.
So they're defenseless to your attack. It's glorious. You go up and like we see in the slow motion version of it, you go to swing and you whiff and or like that initial like woof past the ball, and we see that cut in shot of like everybody's eyes, like either like you're in various states of shock and surprise, except for like Max, whose eyes are like yeah, and like he like has this shit eating grin on his face, and then all of those vanish as we return to the shot of you whiffing past it. And then just very suddenly we go from that slow motion, fast motion thing of like, and you spin around and nail it with your back elbow. And it does the show it from one angle and then show it from another angle, like in full speed as you just nail it.
The Haikyuu special.
Haikyuu special, but with Jujutsu Kaisen animation.
Yeah, yeah, we'll go with that.
And the ball... as Max is still sitting there grinning, the ball flies past his face into poor Zikode. It was just sitting back there like, yes, I am prepared, I am zen, I am ready. And sees the ball starts coming or doesn't even really see the ball coming, just like boom, just straight on in the nose again. He's already had like one thing of like tissue paper shoved up to stop the bleeding from when he got panged earlier. And he's like, ah yes, embrace eternity. Like boom! My dude goes like again flying backwards. Slams into the sand. His robes now just completely awash in grit and awfulness. His bald head scuffed and scraped as everybody kind of looks back as like it hits him, and then the ball just like comes to a rest on his chest, like doo, doo, doo.
Poor dude.
Point that team as he indicates you guys. The score stands at 5-1. Jesus,
this time Xandra doesn't say anything and just shakes her head at 969. Disappointed.
Landing, looking straight at Maximum. Just under his breath, but loud enough for Max to hear. Soft.
I would like an intimidate check from you.
Ooh.
Standard difficulty. Because of the circumstances. Otherwise, normally this would be like a -30 with Maximum Sinclair.
With a 65 intimidate, I rolled a 17.
You make it.
You can hear his teeth grinding like tectonic plates. Just like we cut back to the like it's the background behind him like darkens and his eyes are just like red laser beams of death at RTM.
As Andrew reaches out the hand for the fist bump from everybody. Just like halfway there, guys.
Vicky like bounces over. This is really exciting. Artyom, you're very good at volleyball.
Like, this is fun.
Oh yeah, no, like yeah. If you go for a high five, she like it's like boom. Which for her, yeah, it's you slide back when she does. And she doesn't even think of it. Boom! Like, oh god, damn it!
Thank you, Vicky. I'm glad I made the request for your body.
Yeah, my body's really useful. You know, most of the time people are really fucking rude and weird about my body, but you're pretty cool about it. Thanks, RTM.
Did you get in trouble for wearing boxers too?
Kind of, yes.
What? Fuck up!
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up gender, man. What can I say? Anyway, whew, she kind of gets back into position. Reminder to the audience that Vicky's trans. Anyway, Jesus. At that point, it's your serve again. Esme, you're back up to serve once more.
Oh.
As like Will kind of like hands you the ball.
Alright.
Or yeah, there we go. Artyom hands you the ball.
Okay. Who do I want to hit? She looks around like...
I mean, you've got
Make it a game
Rin,
of
who's looking
violence, and that's how you get Esme
progressively
involved.
Exactly. What Sandra knows this right now.
You see Max next to her, who's just sitting there like, I still got this. I still got this. I'm still amazing. Next to him is CK, who's like, I will crush them. I will crush them all. They are my rivals, and I will destroy them. Behind him, the Sandwich, who apparently is like, who sees a butterfly or something going by. Just, I am the Sandwich.
Oh wow, she seems like she's having a lot of fun. So I'm gonna try and.
Zeke is still like, Zeke's just rubbing his fucking face. And brushing off his robes with one hand, and then like his spirit hands are like brushing off other parts of his robes.
Oh.
And then Cerberus is still just sitting there, just like he just keeps cracking his knuckles over and over and over again, and over again. You're not sure how he can keep doing it.
I think you need to get that checked. As someone who does medicine, you might need to. That doesn't
My
seem
hands have
right.
always done this. I think it's genetic. It's just like crack.
Well, when we're done with the game, I can look at it and make sure.
Stop making friends with the enemy!
Thank you. That would be really nice, actually. You know, carpal tunnel is a hell of a thing. Crack, 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 crack.
I can help.
It sounds really intimidating, though, right?
Pick your target.
It does. They're just having this conversation like over Rin's shoulder. Like she's got the hero wind going on. The cape is just like shirt is just moving. It's just like.
Okay.
So Esme's probably gonna go more towards the center because even if she doesn't hit Max in the face, which is always a delight, there is Zeke right behind him. So.
Might be slightly compromised at this moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So if since you are aiming somewhere specific in particular, you will be making your coordination check at a -10.
Can I throw with?
Or you can continue to use your ghosts and use focus.
Yes.
It's still at a -10 because you're aiming, but otherwise, yeah,
I mean, it's actually
you can absolutely use your ghost still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, roll focus.
Would have been the same. Yeah. Then she's just like, okay, and she just stands there. She's not jumping or anything. She just goes, just like, whoop, nonchalantly throws the ball up, and then she lets Eddie thinks about Gregory or anybody. They've never played volleyball. She turns her head away as the realization they've probably never gotten to play volleyball. And hopefully, she's gonna try and summon one of the other ghosts to let them hit it this time.
No, for sure. Roll away.
So it's -10, so it's 55. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a failure. Oh. Are you denying?
We need to bury him.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you are at 5-1 right now.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll do.
That'll do.
Okay. You just kind of like hop the like pop the ball up a little bit in the air, and it kind of like gets to just above head height, at which point we see the fiery form of a tiny ghostly Johnny Storm girl goes like appear, like you kind of go like this, then we see from behind your back essentially she sort of like pops it behind and goes whoosh, like she's blowing wind upwards at the ball, and the flames out of her mouth push the ball further up towards Gregory, who is wearing diving goggles and a dinosaur floaty essentially, like around his waist, like a what are they called? Inner tube, essentially.
Sandra's heart breaks.
And as it comes up to his height, he like does like the Kirk like hammer like punch onto it, just boom in that direction.
In my head.
Sandra, who's read all the files on all these kids' heart hurts every time she sees them now. It's just like,
It's real,
well,
it's real bad. You know that he was shot. You know why he was shot.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. The reason he was shot for a shitty reason. They thought that escape plan was actually going to work, and it was actually they had planned for it to happen, and then oh boy.
But they've never played
Oh,
volleyball, so.
I'd forgotten too. The other thing I stole from that, it wasn't just Promised Neverland. It's actually a lot more. I stole a bunch from 999, which is a great visual novel, by the way.
I am oddly familiar.
No, that's not odd.
That's not really.
Stop that.
Take me with you if you do. We'll talk about VNs.
I have some of my
Elsa-
PSP upstairs.
Elsa
Let's go.
Kanguru. We gotta talk. I gotta talk about Steins Gate with somebody. Anyway,
It's
things-
hard to do Steins Gate alone.
all right. Anyway, yes. So, the ball flies over the net. It heads directly towards Max as intended. This time Rin's like, no, fuck this shit. You're gonna fucking. She goes to shove him out of the way so that CK can save it.
Oh,
And
wow.
Rin just pull out like body checks. In fact, actually, it doesn't mean that she grabs him. Her arm flares up again, and she goes at him with like a clothesline, like around the waist, essentially, and like whoops him out of the way.
Oh.
As CK kind of like rotates his whole body so that his leg is sticking straight up in the air to kind of like thoop the ball back up to save it, narrowly avoiding it hitting onto the ground as they manage to stop Max, who fucking goes down into the sand with Rin.
She moved maximum.
Wow, his team would rather CK do something than him.
Xandra is staring wide-eyed and blinking at Rin.
It's all in the context
there's
of volleyball, so immediately he loses all power.
Also, you note that her arm is like it's steaming.
It's 90 degrees out. That's scary.
He was held by the volleyball when he was dipped into the pure waters.
Oh my. You piece of shit. You dumb asshole. God damn you. You motherfucker. I love you so much. God damn it. You piece of shit. Yes, that is so good. And
That
I'm
is
so
the
mad
most
that
angry exclamation of love and affection I have heard in a long, long time.
Alright,
Loved
let's
every
see what-
moment of it.
Let's see what. Oh no, Zeke, you can't be rolling 92s. Do I have any more rerolls left?
You got plenty. You got 11
Yeah.
still.
11? Good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Remember,
Okay.
the this is for the goddess Fox bit train that happened.
That's a fair point, right? Okay, an 8's way better. All right, so CK kicks it up. It flies towards Cerberus, who doesn't really move. He just kind of swats it back into the sky in one motion. And as it travels towards the net, Zeke runs over Maximum. And as Maximum starts to stand up, Zeke kind of gets launched up off of the back of Maximum. And all of his many spiritual hands come together to boomf the ball downwards across
Can I
the net.
counterspell him when he's in the air? Those hands go away?
Go for it.
Yes!
Roll. See if you can.
No,
What'd you do?
I can't counterspell him.
Did
I
you
tried.
fail?
No, it's a 92.
Oofa doofa. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it.
It
Nope.
just would have stopped.
Unless you guys
him.
have rerolls.
I
you wanna
needed a
burn, but-
90.
Oh, honey.
Then we'll re-roll that. No, no, no.
Yeah.
If you need a fucking 90, we're re-rolling that shit. Roll that again.
Oh, Xandra,
That's a
honey.
3.
That's better.
That's way better.
The tone of your voice made me really fucking scared for a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie.
What does it look like as you cancel this inner fire art that he's trying to pull off here?
It's actually, acupuncture can be done sort of as acupressure as well. So Xandra's been, like, tossing these little, like, pebbles that she's found onto the floor so when they step on it...
Oh my
Like-
god, damn girl.
So when he stomped to jump up into the air, he stomped onto a rock.
And it hit him in one of the pressure points, and she's just been like,
nerve damage.
And then he just runs right into one of the wires that are already, like, strung up across the area that she threw before.
Oh my god. So we see him, and we see him run up and then kind of get into the air, and then just kind of slam back down into the ground again, the ball going with him. Brief aside, this character is actually an OC of my extremely good friend Kevin. I'm so sorry that poor Zeke is turning into this punching bag this match. I don't know what happened. I thought I'd put him in here as like a fun little refo for my good friend, and in fact you are a punching bag, Kevin. I'm so sorry. Anywho.
How could that have happened?
By Sonic, right?
By Sonic.
Yeah.
We
before.
By Sonic is the best, and if you're still here in the chat, I'm so very sorry. But I know if you're not in the chat right now, you can go watch this episode later. We see the slow motion replay of what happened. If everybody's kind of looking around like, what the hell? And we see like him hitting those pebbles, and like there's this little like shockwave ripple effect that goes through like the outline of his body, and as he goes up, it makes his little like extra arms like flare and fizzle. And then we see his head kind of get caught by these glints of light that bend upward. And then it goes to full speed and he goes whoomp back down again. Just as Max is getting up, just wham, the two of them down onto the ground. As Rin's just kind of dusting herself off.
Oh no, did you trip? And I grin at them.
Max like stands up and is just like, boom, just like furious. Like, it's been quite some time that you've seen your dad like legitimately pissed off.
You made your dad grovel in sand.
As he does that, just boy, unfortunate. SAWFT.
Solved?
Team South awarded point.
No, that would be
Xandra starts humming the 1812 overture as she gets back into position.
In the interests of time, you guys are 6-1, which is way more of a landslide than I was really expecting. Even in volleyball, I can't put a challenge before you people. We get a bit of a montage here at this point. What are the circumstances under which you get your next 3 points? Because Art, you score the next one. You hit the ball in such a way that it makes a pointing happen. I want to know what cool thing you might have done to get the ball up over the net and into their faces to score point number 7.
For Artyom?
Yeah, for Artyom.
As the ball is coming in, he would just take a quick step forward, and the his box freezes over as ice kind of pushes him up to a spot where he's not jumping, he's just standing at that height to just slam down.
And it comes through, and again, the sandwich says, "I will not fight you," and goes and plows her hands into the sand, and it just bonks into her head, like the back of her head. She just kind of like doomps it up like this, but unfortunately, it then flies it out of like bounds completely. CK swiveling around to go, "You're supposed to hit the ball back at them, not out of the ring." Oh. And she pulls her head up out of the sand. "I am the sandwich!"
That'll be a gift.
Esme, you managed to score a point on these fools. What friggin' cool thing do you do to get us the score to 8-1?
I think everyone thought it was just gonna whiz past her head, and in the moment where it would have been deciding whether it would or not, her little antenna twitches, almost like, and she sees it, and goes to throw her hands up, and she has a little jump to do it, but she's too short, and then a hand, a ghost, and the ghost throw it back for her because she was. Otherwise, she would have whiffed.
Yep, it's just like it's just all these wonderful volleyball hands just ready to go like just like as they like one goes up and then the next on top of each other as like a wave of hands, which Rin like goes to defend it and sees that and like it's that anime thing of like the lines in the blue and like a I knocked out my headphones. Hang on, I knocked out my headphones. I can't hear. As she's just kind of like loses her balance looking at it, as you learn very quickly that she's scared of your weird ghost hands, and it plants into the ground next to her, putting you at 8-1. The next point is scored by Vicky, who is kind of as the ball's coming over, and Art manages to save it with a desperate last minute diving backwards to pop the ball up off the ground. Will then gets underneath it and kind of poops it and sets it for Vicky. It's like, Vicky, set, poof. And Vicky sets like crouches down, does like almost like a hero pose where like one arm is up and back and the other arm is like down on the ground, and she launches herself like up into the air, just like whoosh, straight, like full stiff body, and just like spikes it so hard she does a flip, like a forward flip, just boom, the whole net like bends sort of like out of the way of the shockwave of it, and it plants into the ground, leaving a friggin' like a crater trail as it slides into
oh no,
poor Zeke.
Oh my god.
Who just like deploys his arms and like deploys his spirit energy to like kind of brace for impact, and he just kind of tries to use his body as a shield and just bruvs into the dirt or into the sand alongside it.
He's just playing hockey.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Max is sweating, and it's not because it's hot. Rin is tired, and it's not because she's been playing volleyball.
Initiative.
CK looks like an idiot, and it's not because he's losing. But the three of them square off. You serve the ball. It flies over the edge of the net. The sandwich actually does her job and manages to save it with a brilliant laying flat on the ground and just sort of undulating at the ball maneuver. Zeke manages to set the ball up. Max, for once, goes, spikes the ball. Xandra, it is headed exactly your direction. What do you do?
I would like to use the wires I set up to ricochet it from right in front of my face, so it literally would stop right here. And then the wires that she has still attached to her hand, she'll pull them and they'll go up and then hit the ones where that Zeke had ran head first into to slam backwards into the back of Max's head.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's amazing. Give me a roll focus for that. Since that's kind of like using it really is just using your inner fire abilities here. Because that is amazing.
No.
Reroll.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Ow.
No. The thing about Max is that he knows his daughter's abilities. He knows his daughter and her abilities. There we go.
He thinks I'm a healer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, true to some extent, but he's also had reason to look a little more closely recently at what the hell you've been getting up to, because Jesus Christ, what are you doing on the student council? Okay, I mean, you cheated, but still. He sucks on toast. And of course you had to go get a boy's help to do it. Anyway, as he spikes this thing in, and you set up your trap perfectly, and it catches into the wires, but you see as they come back, we kind of go into slow motion, and you see one snaps, and then a second as the ball like kind of almost comes to freeze there in front of your face, and the third one is about to snap. What do you do? In this frozen instant of time.
That was my, I guess, the action, my plan. Or do I have ability to react physically, or do I kind of just move?
I mean, you can get the hell out of the way of it, certainly. The ball is flying at your face at Mach 2. You know that third wire that's kind of holding it in place is going to snap, and this ball is going to come traveling your direction. It's not going to ricochet off and do the thing you were hoping to do. Your other set of wires is still set up behind your dad, but this part of the plan just failed, and you're going to need to adapt to something else in order to send the ball back the other direction. You're either going to need to punt this thing, or use an ability, or get somebody else.
Since the wires won't do it, I guess I'll have to. There's electricity that comes off. It's that trail of electricity that you get off the stupid Gundams in their eyes when they move. But it's her fingernails raking back as she just kind of gets her palm ready and strikes up at the ball to return it in the angle that it should have gone with the wires.
Go for it. Give me a... geez. That sounds like a coordination to me.
I'm gonna use these dice because they didn't want to roll a 97 twice in a row.
Yeah. Fucking move it right. Rotate that shit. Forward.
Put that there. Move my rock.
Actually, wait, I take this back. This, you can roll either melee or ranged combat. This is combat now, actually. Because this is between you and your dad, this is a combat roll.
That's 5%.
I just realized.
There you go. Rock and roll with it.
I'll take the additional 5% chance of success. I'll also take that 15.
The ball is screaming in. We see, like, again, the background was black. We hear, like, the thoop, 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 thoop of a heartbeat as, like, we see, like, it's the ball spinning. We get that close-up of of Maximum's face as he's kind of got this, like, shit-eating grin sneer of, like, I may not win this, but, you know, I'm gonna fucking put her in her place. I'm still her father, and I'm still awesome at this. Fuck your stupid little tiny strings that are weak and crappy. And we see there's a moment of surprise in Xandra's face as, like, the of the two, and just as the third one, like, as it breaks, we cut to a wider shot. Stop being weird. We cut to a wider shot, whatever. And she plants her feet and kind of twists her body, and then does this, like, upward palm strike at it with as she moves her head, it's that Jinro fucking, like, eye trace thing of the lights kind of being left behind, except it's like a trail of electricity. And as she hits the ball with the palm of her hand right at the snap, we hear a crack of thunder, just and everything kind of freezes for a second as color returns to the world, and the ball goes flying past her father, bringing into the wires behind him, and bam, right in the back of his head. The ball spins. In disbelief, Rin stares, CK stares, Cerberus kind of regards what's happening with bemusement and confusion. Zeke is rubbing his face, and the sandwich is making sand angels as the ball comes to rest on that. Like, we get that low shot of the ground, and doof, doof, doof. And then we focus in, and we can see the other side of the court now with all six of you. And, like, Vicky erupts into, like, woo! As Will and Monty kind of give each other, like, a thumbs up. And 969 announces, winner, Xandra team. The crowd loses their mind.
Grabs the other two members of Team 666, walks over, leans over Max. You have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. I look forward to press conference.
He's face down. He just kind of doesn't move, doesn't say anything.
I didn't cheat. And I walk away, and I go to high five Will and Monty.
He doesn't get up. He doesn't move. He just kind of stays there for a minute. Yeah, Will and Monty, Monty offers you a very modest high five. He's like, yeah, okay. Will is also, I mean, he's also pretty chill, so he also offers you a very modest high five.
Xandra is just like, we just did that? We just did that.
And now we do the dance of joy! And she grabs Xandra's hands and then starts spinning and jumping up and down like, happy! Try it!
I am very happy. I don't...
Vicky comes up behind you as Esme's trying to do this to get you to dance. Vicky, like, scoops you by the shoulders and bounces you up and down.
I don't think you should shake your Xandras!
Victory! Artyom runs over, grabs Will by the waist, throws him up on his shoulders, and just starts dancing with Will on his shoulders.
Will just kind of like, oh. And then just has this very pleased smile on his face as you dance around with Will on your shoulder.
And there's pizza! Today's great.
No. No.
Pizza Sinclair.
No.
Pizza Sinclair.
No.
Pizza.
My name's not Pizza.
No, you're married to the concept.
Team
Pure
Pizza
joy.
Sinclair victorious. Woo! Your mom comes out of the house, pizzas in hand. Pizza Sinclair. Pizza. Congratulations, Allie.
It's Xandra. My name's not Pizza or Allie.
Pizza Allie. Pizza.
Quiet!
It goes deadly silent.
Xandra Sinclair. Xandra Sinclair. Xandra Sinclair.
Xandra Sinclair. Xandra.
Thanks.
I fixed.
If they don't stop chanting, you won't be able to hear your dad prostrate before you.
He's got to do that in public. This is a private beach.
There will be microphones.
As you look back, he's also gone. He's not there anymore. He seems to have slipped away in the excitement.
He is bound by Dracotech, though.
No, he's bound. Don't you worry about that. He's just slipped away from this scene. As we kind of go into the closing moments of this, we have ourselves a little bit of a montage. We see let's see who's around. Let me take a look here. As the sun kind of begins to go down, we see Joey.
That's my track.
Oh, sorry, something's happened.
I just realized it, including tonight's episode, that officially fills the Perseverance track for me.
Oh shit!
So
Scratch.
It's another determination.
My determination goes up to 3.
Sleep.
That makes sense. You just trounced your boyhood hero.
I just trounced ambition.
And you just trounced your friggin' father. Yeah, we see Zeke, Eliza, and Vicky are like having like a weightlifting contest. They're like each of them has they started weightlifting pizzas basically. They've got just like Vicky's got CK like standing on her or not Vicky, friggin' Eliza has like CK standing on hers as they're just kind of like bench pressing these piles and piles of pizza. We see Dougie's got suntan lotion, and he's just kind of like pointing at it like like any no, like having no takers.
Pushing.
We see
push Xandra towards Dougie.
Romance flag! Romance flag!
He just kind of like turns red and just tosses it behind him and waves.
You look sunburned.
He just nods. It's really bad. I'm gonna go inside.
Did you at least make money?
Oh, Dougie got paid.
That's what I
Next
like
200
to hear.
pizzas are on Dougie. Sorry, what?
I said that's what I like to hear.
As the sun kind of goes down and it gets later, we see Joey is like trying to catch at fireflies. But then we like cut away from his POV and he's just like scrambling at the sky.
Oh.
As like Lotta looks on at him and is just like, guys.
Xandra will actually look at Cerberus's hands to make sure he's okay.
Inspect his carpal.
Oh yeah, like we see Cerberus Nash. He's kind of like he's like flexing his fingers, and you're kind of like looking at them very closely and like poking at him and prodding at him. And you've got like a couple of like you pull out a couple of needles, and then like behind the two of you out in the surf, we just see weird fish guy come up. He's got a fish in his mouth. He looks around. And then, like, the two of you just, like, turn to look, but he's, like, already whooped back under the waves again. You both just sort of shrug at each other. And...
Oh my god.
As we go into nighttime, are there any other, like, small little vignettes we see from any of each of you?
Do we get into the alcohol stash?
That would require maximum.
Or your mom.
You know his house.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not good at breaking into. Joey's good at breaking into things.
I am too. That's fair.
Yeah, you've got Esme, you've got Joey. Joey's high as a fucking kite right now, but you do also have Esme.
You remember, there's a painting in Maximum's room to the left of the tiger rug.
I'll get the margarita mix.
I had to go back in the room.
Don't worry, he won't be naked this time.
There's so many paintings.
Left. Make an L with your hand.
Close my eyes and just walk that way. If I keep my
Ask
hands out in
Luther.
front of me, nothing bad can happen.
Ask Luther to help.
Okay.
Do you ask Luther for help?
Yeah. Just, close my eyes. And
Esme, you're underage.
You don't even know how old I am.
I know you're not 21.
That's not fair.
Sorry. But
She,
I do
like,
know that.
Pulls the hoodie a little bit and zips it aggressively. I don't know how old I am. I can be 21 if I want to.
Brooke comes running through the wall and just pointing and jabbing with her finger.
Okay. Can't feel them. He's the only
Brooke,
person
no,
asking,
that's naughty.
Huh?
Luther's just, Brooke, that's naughty. You're definitely underage too. And Brooke just shrugs and runs back through the wall.
I'm on a mission, and she goes to go try and get the.
Oh yeah, no, you go inside. You find you find the painting. He's got a hidden liquor stash apparently. You open it up, and it's a. You open it up expecting to see liquor, and you don't see booze. You just see a big like switch, like a up down.
What, that power station?
Like a big power switch.
What? Oh, I'm doing it. What's this?
She asks after she switches.
The bed is up against the wall, and that whole situation turns around, and there's just a massive wet bar behind the wall. That lights up. There's like there's a wall of varying kinds of bottles of brown and clear liquids that are on shelves that are lit by blue LEDs that just kind of spring to life. Oh, jeez, I gotta stop hitting this thing while I talk with my hands. Ow. Anyway, as it settles in, there's there's a friggin' I almost said there's a friggin' bucket of ice. There's
a fucking bucket of ice.
There's a fucking bucket of ice. There's a little like ice maker. There's you know, shakers. There's sink. There's the fucking pull thing for kegs when you kegs. I forgot what the fuck they're called. I don't drink a lot. I'm sorry. It is decked out to the nines, and it looks like it was installed by Batman.
Esme slowly brings her phone up. Yeah, click, and she goes into the group chat. Ready your +1s. Tonight we party. Sentence.
You hit send, and again, it's just like still photos of drunk children with pizza. Congratulations, underage drinking. Here we go.
On private property, you can when.
Yes, and there's a parent present.
There is.
There's a parent present, and
she's going
I didn't say she was a good one.
Fuck.
Wow.
Listen, you're allowed to be an angsty teenager. You got that covered.
Yep.
We see, yeah, it's bedlam. It's people hanging from the rafters. It's people running around without their top on out on the beach. Skinny dipping is definitely happening at this point. The people are jumping on the sofa. People are diving over the sofa. There's just there's a ton of kids in the friggin' trophy room just taking selfies of each other, like next to like next to the statue. Somebody tries to climb the statue out front.
It's finally that wrestling match between Eliza and RTM.
Oh yeah, Eliza and RTM, yeah, like.
But they're both wearing lampshades for hats.
And yes, so the thing is, in the basement there is a full-sized wrestling ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi. There's also very careful. There's a few training dummies that if you go to punch, you're gonna come back looking like a porcupine. Don't do it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, like there's oh god, who hits the fucking. Let me take a look at this. The people who are there. Who hits the fucking thing?
Wait, so if your lampshade falls off your head, do you lose? Is that the stipulation of the match?
It's a lampshade match, yeah.
Well, Vince Russo would have come up with it, so yeah, probably.
Wow.
That's what it is. It's CK has is we see like a still of him, and he's like just holding his fist like this, and it's covered in needles, and Lee is just kind of like sitting there, like she's cut the dummy in half and is looking at the needles that are just strewn through it, just like, oh my god, what the hell? Kind of like look on her face.
You think I practiced as a kid? Nobody taught me this. The word of myself.
As the lampshade match is like going on in the background there, and like the music kind of reaches its crescendo. Reaches its crescendo and then kind of like fades away, and then we crossfade to the beach. Most people have either they've passed out, either here or inside. Some of them have Ubered away. Things have died down a little bit, and the three of you are sitting out enjoying the full moon. There's a small fire at a fire pit burning. And Will's still hanging around. And he's carrying a box. Not a pizza box. There are pizza boxes everywhere. This house is awash in pizza boxes. There's one up on the roof that we can see.
That'll be fun.
The three of you are kind of sitting there staring off at the night sky. There's in the far distance we see Weird Fish Kid go like a dolphin up and out of the water and back down again. And Will kind of walks over and he's holding a box that just says danger along the side of it. And he kind of comes over and like plops down next to RTM. He says, "Hey, got a danger box." He sets it down in front of RTM.
Did you steal this from Maximum's room? It is his middle name.
I mean, it was down in the basement behind some other stuff. Wait, Danger is his middle name?
Yes, he
Yeah.
legally changed it at
Don't
one
ask.
point.
It's really obnoxious.
Oh. Well, you know what else is really obnoxious? And he kind of gingerly pulls it open, and inside is just a pile of fireworks. When this is California, which I will remind everyone, that is incredibly illegal there.
Mm-hmm.
The firework laws are very tight.
Shoot him off over the ocean?
We're on a beach.
Can't set water on fire.
We could try.
Hey everyone, let's do some intensive training! And he'll throw the whole box onto the fire.
Oh my god! On the last shot is just this explosion, and we see everyone we've seen so far hauling ass away from this whole situation in varying capacities. Like, oh my god, let me grab the student list here. CK is getting like a rocket, like a bottle rocket, like catches the back of his shorts and sends him flying. Like, Eliza is like uppercutting one away. Will is just kind of like smiling as they go flying past him. Carla like is mid poof away from the whole situation. In fact, we don't even see Carla. We see like a log surrounded by smoke. Poor Zeke is just like a flame. The top half of him is on fire.
No.
He's fine. Dougie Dougie's just like listening to his music, and like as he kind of like he's walking over to where you guys are, like waving as this stuff is like streaming around him. Lotta has her fucking sketchbook like over her head, and she looks terrified as she's like running for the water. Robin has their parasol out from earlier, just kind of like hiding behind it with this like very like this simply isn't done kind of look on their face. Joey's holding a lit M80. Just holding it like.
I laughed so hard I lost the ability to contain my drool.
And Lee is like it's just a flash of blades trying to cut away the rockets and bombs headed her way, and she's being carried on her shoulder by Vicky, who's just like, oh, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Who is like, her eyes are like dish plates. She's terrified of what's going on.
What about Rin and Kirk?
Kirk is hurriedly dumping a glass of water onto the book he was reading.
Oh no.
And Rin has like caught a or actually she's let's see, what the hell is she doing? Oh, I know, she's like swung her arm like this, and like it's like that Neo thing of where like somebody holds up his hands like the bullet stop, except she's gone kind of like this, and you can tell that several what do you call them, fireworks have like impacted and sparked off. So it looks like they hit some kind of a shield or something as she like raked her hand to the left. Her arm, again, there's a slight green glow coming out of the bandages on her arm. The bandages, by the way, now look incredibly frayed after your battle, by the way. They normally look pristine, but right now they're like ragged and like they've been dragged around and used a little too much. And on that explosive note, we bring Firebrand Academy, as is appropriate, we bring Firebrand Academy to its conclusion for this season. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the beach with us. And my favorite part of the show hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
it's it's a day later, and we're looking at a podium, and there stands Maximum Sinclair. Remind me again exactly what it was you wanted him to say.
I wanted him to admit he lost to me.
Yes. There's a ticker at the bottom that says Sinclair Scandal, champion. Let's see, how would he spin this? Champion declares up and coming daughter.
Up and
coming. Promising new champion. And as part of the news broadcast, he mentions that he recently had a match with you, a volleyball match specifically, and that you managed to squeak out a win, and it was very impressive. It was very humbling to him, and that he's learned that he now needs to take you a bit more seriously in a match, and rather than going easy on you, he should definitely play. He needs to play to his fullest in order to stand up to his own amazing daughter, Xandra Sinclair. And as we pull back from the TV, it's the three of you sitting on the sofa, that big, beautiful sofa, watching this happen. Your mother behind the couch, just with like the glass of orange juice from earlier, just well, at least he said something nice. And as we continue to kind of pull the scene from that, Will's also there, and he's just kind of got his head plopped on RTM's shoulder. Na 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 na. And like the credits, like it goes to black and the 1812 overture plays.
Oh, it's fantastic.
The end. Until I see my three wonderful friends here next time, until I see this amazing, incredible, unbelievable chat next time, until I see the internet next time, I'm reminding you all, as ever, all of us, in fact, here at Devil's Luck are reminding you to stay evil. Stay safe out there, folks.